Hello there, everybody. Aaron Chalner here for Forever Football DRFC, your Doncaster Rovers fan channel. It is live for the Midweek Matchwatch Live. Of course, we are travelling away to Bolton Wanderers at the University of Bolton Stadium. And as you can see below me, that there is the confirmed team lineups. There was a big worry amongst the Rovers fans whether Lewis Jones would be completely dropped if Dahlberg was available. Dahlberg is available, but he's not been completely dropped. As you can see there, we've got the big team lineup. So I'm going to go through them right now. Starting off with us, Doncaster Rovers. Jones in goal. Horton, Anderson, Alowu, and Noyle from left to right as your back four. Galbraith and Smith in the deep midfield. Barlow on the left wing. Taylor on the right. Rowe at cam. Dadu up front. For the Bolton team, we've got Dixon in goal, John, Ameson, Santos, and Gordon making up that defence. Lee and Thomason in the midfield, Kachunga and Afolayan and Doyle in the attack. We don't know exactly what formation that Bolton are going to play, but those are, position-wise, what we're expecting the team to look like. So if you guys want me to send the StreamYard link in for you guys to come on and share your thoughts about the team, you can do. Obviously, I'm going to share my thoughts on it. I'm going to have the official watch long, of course. I will put up a scoreline when we get started. So, Boxed by Oliver says, yo, will it be live gameplay? It won't be live gameplay played on here. I'll be watching it and giving my reactions, kind of like how United Stand do it. Chris says, big up as I can't stay as in Carlisle versus Harrogate game. Have a great stream. Hopefully you can get a result. Thank you very much, Chris. Much appreciated. Steve says, hope we can win. And that's the big thing here. And this is why the title of the preview was, this must be 3 points, or this needs to be 3 points. Bolton have 14 senior people injured. They have won one game in 7. We cannot drop 3 points here. We can't. It has to be 3 points today. 100% has to be. This is a must-win game. 100% must win. For those of you who need the benches, I'm going to put them up now. So Doncaster Rovers, we've got Dahlberg, we've got Ben Blythe, we've got Bobby Faulkner, we've got Asani, we've got Liam Ravenhill, who's back from his loan spell at Telford United, Kulea, and Thiago Chakir. So Bostock is out, Vilka is out. Gilks, Johnston, Delfinizo, Amechi, Henry, Pettifer, and Bolton make up the Bolton bench. So obviously, you know, the benches are going to be very interesting. The benches for us, for example, are very, very youthful. Bolton have only been able to name 6 subs, so this really is the injury crisis derby. So it should be really interesting to see how both teams line up. I'm going to put the starting 11s back across your screen. Hat trick for Dadu, says Oyster Lad. It would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I'd like to see Dadu get a hat trick, but on the current scoring record, very unlikely. The Golfer Twins says hello. So yeah, I'm going to put the StreamYard link in the chat below, so you guys can come on and have your say about the team lineups. If you're a Rovers fan, if you're a rival, come on and have your say. We'll try and get as many people in here as possible. While we actually wait for people to come in backstage and speak about their thoughts on the lineups, whether you're a fan or not, I am going to sort of get up the sort of pre-conference, I guess, that Richie did before the match, that we sort of spoke about, what we knew about it from it, and what was said, basically. Max says, I think fullbacks with more pace and skill on the ball are the priority in January, not a striker. That's an interesting take. I've always said that the priority is a holding midfielder or a striker. Very interesting take. I think Noyle's got attacking and defensive qualities about him. So is Tommy Rowe. Brendan Horton's the future. Charlie Seaman's the future when he comes back from injury. So I think there's really there's really an interest in maybe those attacking defensive fullbacks or wing backs that operates as fullbacks. So I get the approach from Max here going into January. Lewis, big up Lewis, says during the game, will it just be you? It will be, I'm afraid. So just me. So yeah, Richie Wellens, the pre-conference for the Bolton game, describing the opponents, a club that should be in the Premier League. So a lot of respect going to Bolton there. He has backed Rovers to exploit the openness in the Trotters as they look to pick up their first league away win this season. That's for us. Rovers have picked up just 1 point in 9 matches on their travels this term. Of course, that draw against bottom of the league Crewe Alexandra, and a victory on the road has proved to be elusive. Having made a good start to life back in League One following promotion from the 4th tier, Bolton have won just one of their last 7 matches in the league. Now, Wellens has said they picked up injuries, so they might have had an impact on them. They're a huge club at League One level, and their budget is a hell of a lot bigger than ours. It's a budget that can really be competitive in our division. I know a couple of their players on a personal level, so I know the kind of money they're paying out. Their ambitions should be right at the top end of the division. They had a bad run of late. I went to both the Stockport games in the Cup and the Crewe game at Bolton. They're a really good team going forward. I think they're open, but they've got some really good, attractive, attacking players. Now, the Bolton boss here, Evatt, said he's down to 14 senior players for tonight's game, as the club endure an injury crisis similar to that which Rovers has suffered this term. Of course, former Rovers defender Alex Baptiste has suffered an ankle injury while MJ Weekends dislocated his shoulder at the weekend. He's praised Evatt for the job he's done since arriving at the stadium. He said he was in League Two last year with Ian. I don't think he did all the recruitment himself in the summer, but he got 7 or 8 players in during January, which was fundamentally getting them promoted. He had a big say in that recruitment in January. When you've got in Lloyd Eastgrove, MJ Williams, Kieran Lee, 4 or 5 others, it makes a huge difference. Kieran Lee played 28 games for Sheffield Wednesday the season before in the Championship. They are trying to kick on. It's a club that should be in the Premier League or around there. They've proven they can do it in the past. It's a really big club. Wellens is looking to end Rovers' winless run away from home and believes his side are heading in the right direction. This is a very interesting approach from Richie Wellens in terms of how he thinks we're doing. We're trying to concentrate on ourselves on what we can do. It's 1 defeat in 7 for us now, and it's important we just continue that bit of momentum we've got. It's just about performance levels for us. Our work ethic was outstanding on Saturday, and if we can keep doing that and add a bit more quality as we go, get players back fit, then it all stands in good stead. It's been difficult. We go to away grounds early in the season and people think the bottom of the league is coming, they expect to win. Now look at us and think we're becoming harder to beat is a positive for us. Obviously, that's an interesting approach. I think it's definitely a positive approach by Richie Wellens going into tonight's game. I think he's right in some areas. I think that we are becoming a little bit more harder to beat. I think other teams have made it, but I think last couple of games have been a bit harder for teams in all competitions. I'm not going to lie to you. I think that's probably true. I think you saw by the Lincoln game. You saw by the Lincoln game at home, for example. You can see the way that we're playing, the way we give everything in that game. We're becoming a bit harder to beat now, which is a real positive. But fingers crossed, we can keep doing that. Max has said, I feel like space on the wings is going unused at times. Might be just me. You know what? No. I've noticed that. You know what, Max? You picked up on something really good there. I've noticed that. I think when we try and exploit the wide areas, we just bring it into the middle again, and we don't really make the use of going out in the wide front. It's like we've gone wide to go back in again. There was no need to do that at times. So, maybe we do need to do that more often. What is your score prediction for tonight, Aero? Cheers, Aidan. I went with a 2-0 Rovers win. I was confident going into this one with Bolton's bad injury record and, they're not having many players, just like us. But if any game says there's no excuses tonight, it's this one because Bolton have got just as bad, if not worse, injury record than us. They've got 14 senior pros out. We've got like 9 or 10. So they're worse than us. They've only won 1 in 7. We've had 1 defeat in 7 in all competitions. They've won 1 league game in 7. this should be nothing but 3 points. Otherwise, we are really in trouble, and we really need investment in January. There's no denying that. I think even if we won 3 or 4-0 tonight, we need investment in January. But this would highlight it even more if we don't get at least 3 points against Bolton. Hello, Madja Gomez. Hello, Madja. But yeah, guys, please call in, have your say. I'm going to put the StreamYard link in the chat again. Get your thoughts on the team lineup. I think it'd be really nice to get your all thoughts on the team lineup. I mean, obviously, I need to share my thoughts on the team lineup first, and I will go into this again in the match review this evening. I mean, I got it spot on, didn't I? I mean, I just literally needed to switch Barlow and Taylor on the wings round, and then I'd be there. I had faith they would start Jones over Dahlberg if he was back. Dahlberg would be on the bench. I did say that, and I was right. I think Galbraith and Smith, we expected that. I think with Liam Ravenhill, when they were announced that he's come back from his loan spell, I think we knew straight away he's going to be at least on the bench. And I think overall it's going to be a very interesting match to see where we are compared to Bolton and how we set up against Bolton. Because like I said, Bolton have got a lot of injuries, so they're going to be left really open at the back, at the front, open to the counter-attack, open to defensive mistakes if we press them enough. This is our opportunity now. From a Bolton point of view, I've not really done too much research into the Bolton, stuff. I did see the team reaction from fans on social media, and there was a couple of fans that did question why they were playing 2 left backs, which again is interesting. There's there was a few people questioning what the formation was. They're playing 5 at the back, they're doing 4 at the back, 3 at the back. Few questions. Owen Doyle's back in the lineup. Liam Gordon's available again. So it's 2 changes from the defeat to Wickham. And like I said, it's going to be very interesting. I think it's going to be really interesting to see what's going to happen in this game. Now, for those of you who don't know the setup of these watch-alongs, I'm going to be watching the game on here. So this is my phone. And, Man U's just scored. Man U's just scored through Ronaldo. Yes, I'm going to be watching the game with no sound playing. So if you're looking for sound from the screen, you've come to the wrong place. This is the sound. The sound is me. The sound's me, basically. And, yes, so I'm going to be watching the game through the iFollow. Of course, those of you who are at the University of Bolton Stadium, well done for making the trip. Let's bring Aidan on at this point. Aidan, what's your thoughts on the lineup?
I think it's a good lineup. I know, Bostock, and we've got players missing, but I think today's game's like the game where if we don't come away with 3 points, it's not going to look good for the rest. Not going to look good, really.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Dahlberg's back, but Jones starts. I mean, how great does it feel for Lewis Jones right now?
Good, because I went to the game on Saturday, and that save he did against Lincoln in the first half, I was thinking, I said to my mate, if it was a couple of months ago, we might have gone in. But he is progressing in the right way.
Yeah, 100%. What's your prediction then for today? Do you fear this Bolton side, or do you think we can get a couple past them tonight?
I'm going to say 2-1, but I think Bolton are going to take an early lead, but then I think the second half we'll just do it against Lincoln, but hopefully take our chances.
Yeah, 100%. Aidan, thank you very, very much for coming on and sharing your thoughts about the team, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to Aidan. That's his thoughts on the team. It's all about taking our chances, really. And, excuse me. He's right. He's absolutely right. We've got to take our chances. You saw my reactions from the vlog from the Lincoln match. You saw my reaction to the Lincoln match. We had so many chances in that second half. We just failed to take them. We couldn't score. We couldn't score drinks in a bar. That's how bad we were. We had so many chances, nothing going on. It's like a lion bar. There's nothing going on there because it's called Snickers now. There's nothing going on. Absolutely nothing going on. It's it's completely unbelievable how many chances we've missed this season in so many games that we should have scored. I mean, the one in the second half, Thiago, just finish your chance, mate. Just finish your chance. But overall, like I said, it's one of those things, really. We've got to finish our chances, otherwise we won't get the results. Max says, what's going on with Bogle? So this was all talked about at the supporters meeting weeks and months ago. And it was revealed, publicly what was going on as well. It looks very likely as if Omar Bogle's training by himself or training away from the first team squad, and he's not going to put on a Rovers shirt again. It's looking very likely he will not put on a Rovers shirt ever again, if not all but confirmed officially. Same with Ed Williams. Looks like he's going as well. Bogle and Williams will never play in a Rovers shirt again. I can probably guarantee you that, and I think 95% of the fan base will guarantee that. Bogle and Williams will not play in a Rovers shirt again. 100%. So that's the whole situation with that. I don't think he's playing at all. And I just feel like, if we can't sell him in January, just loan him out somewhere until the end of the season and then just let him walk for free with Bogle. If Williams is out of contract in the summer as well, same principle. If we can't sell them, loan them out somewhere for 6 months and then just let them walk for free. Because we can't carry, if Bogle Williams not going to play for this club again, we can't keep carrying him season after season and giving him new. I mean, if we give them a new contract, what is actually the point? Yeah, the only way Bogle and Williams get a new contract is if the manager leaves, and the manager's not going anywhere. So Bogle and Williams will leave the club by the end of this season, I'm sure, if not in January. Yeah, I heard they're with the youth team training. Again, there's different stories. There's stories of them training with the youth team. There's stories of them training on their own. There's stories everywhere. You don't know what to believe at this stage. What's the cause of that? I just don't think they're in the manager's plans. They're just being completely frozen out. I just don't think they're in the manager's plans at all. So that seems to be the reason. But to be fair, it's not the first time with Omar Bogle, because we had the whole sort of the Wigan situation. So Wigan journalists came out and said that they were in a similar situation when he was at Wigan a few years back, and he was frozen out, training with the youth team until he was, not sold, but sort of given away to a different club. So, it's not the first time he's been in this situation. Absolutely not the first time. And maybe even not the last time. Bogle will go to a different club and maybe it'll be a similar situation in 2 years' time after that. Do you think we'll survive relegation? At this stage, no doubt. No doubt we'll survive relegation at this point. If you ask me that in a couple of months and we're bottom of the league or second bottom from the league, but we've got like 15 points from safety with about 20 games to go, then I just, I probably would doubt it. I really would doubt it. Of course I would. But no, it's one of those things, really. It is one of those things. It's like I want them to survive. I really want us to survive, absolutely. And at this stage, you don't know, do you? You really don't know at this stage. It's one of those things, like I said. Even crew to some extent have hope of survival because we've still only got half the season to go. Bolton 0, Donny 3, my score prediction. I think that's a fair one. I think that's a fair prediction. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty fair. I think we'll score a couple. Like I said, I predicted 2-0, so I think we'll score a couple of goals today. It's just a case of what do we do with the chance that we've got. But yeah, it should be interesting. Really should be interesting. So yeah, keep putting your score predictions in. Going to put the link in the chat again. Big up Ted. So, have you guys got any thoughts on the lineup? Any thoughts on the way we're setting up? Any score predictions? Put it in the comment section or use StreamYard link. Come on the show and share your predictions. Lewis says Bolton very out of form. Doncaster must be looking at this as a chance to take points today. 2-1 Doncaster, personally. That's interesting. There is a chance we might not keep a clean sheet today. But again, Lewis Jones gets a clean sheet against Lincoln, an inconsistent side. Bolton very out of form. Who's to say we can't get 2 clean sheets in a row? There might be a possibility. Sorry, just mashing there, mate. Just mashing my mates. We've got 1-0 either way, 0-0 or 1-1, says Max. Dadu, Rowe, and Taylor. That's your predictions for goal scorers. To be fair, it's the 3 most likely players to score. I think your bonus 2 players, if you had to pick a top 5 of players most likely to score out this team, the other 2 would probably be Galbraith and maybe Barlow. Barlow might have a chance of scoring. We've got Lewis on the show, who's a Hull fan. Lewis, welcome. First of all, what's your thoughts on that team? Jones starts again, despite Dalberg's return, and obviously, we've got Liam Ravenhill back from his loan spell to non-league. What do you think?
I mean, I don't know many players. I don't really know how good they are. I'm surprised you haven't. I mean, if I can understand why you haven't chucked Dalberg straight in, but I think personally, I would have done because Dalberg, he seems decent. He seems half decent for you, and obviously Louis Jones. I'm pretty sure you said he's still quite young, and obviously he's grown as a player. So obviously it's good for him to get the experience again because he had a pretty decent spell at the end of last season for you. So yeah, I mean, I'm surprised Dalberg hasn't been put back in, but if it's obviously he's, I think when he would have put him back in, so it must be down to he mustn't feel fully sharp or fully match fit yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sort of thoughts on Bolton, the opposition. I mean, 1 win in 7. They've got 14 senior players out now, 6 subs fielded today. They're in a bit of a bad patch, aren't they?
They really are. And I just put it in the chat just before I came on. They're very out of form. Very out of form. Like that Stockport Euro. Personally, I didn't see it coming. It was nice to see. It was very nice to see, but I didn't see it coming. I thought Bolton was gonna win that because, well, obviously you can't expect the difference of league and all that. But obviously, it's the cup. Anything can happen. We've seen it many times before, and you know, like I say, it was nice to see. But they are very out of form. Obviously, they'll want to. They'll look at, no offense, Aaron, but they'll look at you and think they're not in the best form either. Your relegation at the minute, obviously, they're looking at as an opportunity to take points off you again, and obviously put more damage into you, and hopefully start to maybe turn and get more points into them. But it's like I said, you'll look at this, you'll look at their recent results and go, we can win this. We can take points off you guys. So I think it will be an interesting game. Hopefully Doncaster do win because you need to turn it around. You do need to turn it around. It's been, compared to last season, diabolical. I think that's the way to put it.
Yeah, I think compared to last season, it's been absolutely atrocious start. I think this time last season we were nearly top of the league, and now look where we are.
Shut up, I ain't got my dog's barking.
Yeah, this time last season we were 1 game away from being top of the league, 3 points away from being top of the league. If we beat Shrewsbury, we were close. We were so close.
I mean, you was high. I think at one point you was higher than Hull, so really, you was doing quite well in the down more, and obviously down more left, and I think less said the better for you guys, really.
Yeah, Yeah, 100%.
And
Little
United
bit.
just make 2-0.
You know, 2-0.
Yeah, Sanchez just scored.
Finally, then, prediction. What are you going with?
2-1. 2-1, Donny.
Very interesting indeed. Lewis, thank you very, very much for coming on.
No worries, see you a bit.
Thank you very much, Lewis. Captain Nat, Sheffield Wednesday fan, says, come on, Donny. Cheering on the Yorkshire lads. It's going to be interesting, isn't it? We've only got 19 minutes now to kick off. I've got the game under me right here. So I'm going to be watching it as I go along. I wish I had like a timer or something I could put in the top corner or something like that. But yeah, let's just see how it goes, shall we? Like I said, I don't know how this is going to go. I'd like to see us get a couple of goals and get a nice, easy 3 points today. But again, is confidence levels really that high? You know, even against an injury hit Bolton, not usually. So, also big shout to Lizzie from the Doncaster Women's Supporters Group. Yeah, big up to Lizzie, who's there at the stadium today. Why did you watch my stream? Yeah, it's because you were too young. You were too young to come on the show. I can't have anyone who's under the age of 18 on the show, or 16 even. So I can't. You know, it's just a YouTube thing. I really can't. Sorry about that. Keep putting in the chat your thoughts about the game. Keep putting in the chat your predictions, and I'll still read your comments. But I can't. You know, that's the restriction here. You can't have anyone under the age of 16 on the show, actually, you know, live. But you can still put your comments in the chat if you'd like. But yes, like I said, I think that overall it should be interesting. You know, I do want to see us, you know, go for it today. You know, take the ball by the horns, see Bolton have barely a squad and go for it. Just absolutely rip them a new backside. Because if we do that, we'll tear them to shreds and we can show just how good we are. Injury derby today, up the Rovers, says RW Gaming. So yeah, let's hopefully, fingers crossed, let's see where we are. Will you be watching it on iFollow or stream or not? I'm watching it on iFollow. So when I see it, you guys will see it. So I'm going to give you all the play-by-play down. So good. Wish me luck, because my voice could be knackered by the end of tonight. Because it is literally like a United Stand type watch along, where I'll be giving you the rundown. Full time in the Champions League, Man United have won 2-0 in the first game we Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That's just come up on my notifications. But fingers crossed, we have a good game today. So yeah, obviously the teams are now out warming up. Looking at the table here, Plymouth Argyle topping the league by 2 points, but Rotherham, Wigan, and Wickham on the same amount of points. Milton Keynes, Dons, and Sunderland not too far behind. Sheffield Wednesday and Oxford and Portsmouth, Ipswich, Cheltenham, and Charlton in the top half of the table. Bolton just start the bottom half of the table in 13th on 22 points, with Cambridge, Burton, and Lincoln and Accrington on 21 points. Morecambe 3 points behind. Wimbledon and Gillingham, Shrewsbury just inside the relegation zone. Fleetwood inside as well. Doncaster Rovers and Crewe not too far behind. We really aren't too far behind the rest of the relegation place. I think people need to understand that. We're not too far away from them at the moment. We can still get back into this fight. It's just going to take a matter of time, really. It's 8 p.m. for Donny. It is indeed. We are a later kickoff tonight. So we will probably finish the game around about 10 o'clock. So this stream will probably finish about 10:15, which should be an interesting finish, which means I've got to get the review recorded straight after this stream. So looking forward to it. But there we go. Let's go through those team lineups once again. For those of you who are new here and haven't seen the team lineups, they're going below on your screen, but I'll read them out anyway. So starting off with Doncaster Rovers. In fact, actually, I'm going to do it the proper way, like the stadium announcers. I'm going to have the actual team player numbers actually on screen with me. So I'm going to do it in number order. So I hope you guys don't mind that I do it in number order. But yeah, that's how we're going to do it. So let's start off then with Bolton Wanderers team. We will do the bench as well. I will put the bench last on the bottom of your screen. So let's start off with Bolton Wanderers then. So in goal, we have the sorry, it's taken me a while to get used to. Bolton Wanderers in goal, number 12, Joel Dixon. And then going through, we have number 3, Declan John. We have number 15, Will Aimson. Number 5, the captain, Ricardo Santos. We have number 29, Liam Gordon. Then we have number 20, Kieran Lee. Then we have number 25, George Thomason. We then go over to number 24, Elias Kachunga. And then we have number 9, Owen Doyle. And then obviously we have number 17, Oladapo Afolayan. And now it's time for your Doncaster Rovers team. So in goal, number 1, Lewis Jones. Then from left to right, we go to number 28, Brandon Horton. Number 4, Tom Anderson. Number 5, Joseph Alowu. Number 2, Kyle Noyle. We then have number 22, Ethan Galbraith. We have number 14, Matt Smith. We then have number 16, Aidan Barlow. We have number 10, Tommy Rowe. We have number sorry, it's taking me a while to get used. It's still taking me a while to get used to. We have number 11, John Taylor, and then we have number 20, Joe Dudu. Then we go into the bench. Let's put the bench on your screen now, Fan Davidosi. And onto the bench then for Bolton, number 1, Matt Gilks. We then have also on the bench, I'll put that up again. Also on the bench, we have number 6, George Johnston. We have number 7, Nathan Delfinazo. We have number 14, Xavier Amechi. We have number in fact, we've got a couple of youths on the bench, actually, with this. We've got 48, Mitchell Henry, and number 49, Aaron Pettifer. And now your Doncaster Rovers bench. We have number 12, Pontus Dahlberg. We have number 30, Ben Blythe. We have number 41, Bobby Faulkner. We then go to the number 29, Lyric Hassani. We then go over to number 31, Liam Ravenhill. We then have number 34, Tavonga Kulea. And then we have number 21, Thiago Chakir. So that is your bench. Wednesday kick-off now, says Captain Nat. Very good indeed. Thiago Chakir should be starting over Joe Dudu after his poor performance against Lincoln, says Joe Games ANG. Interesting. That's an interesting take on it. I think that it would be nice to see Chakir get starting place. But again, to be fair, his finishing hasn't been exactly amazing. Apparently, Alfie May has bought a house in Doncaster. I was told that. I've seen that. it doesn't exactly mean anything. Even if there was truth to it, it doesn't exactly mean anything. Alfie May's story's a load of, you know what? Oxford 1-0 over Fleetwood. Yeah, I am going to be keeping a close eye on the other fixtures before we get into kickoff here. So any notifications that I get, I should get it on here. So that should be pretty cool. Well, any sofa score notification, shall I say? In fact, I'm going to check sofa score on a different tab actually while we're here. So in terms of goals in the League One so far, we got Morecambe 1-0 down to Charlton in 7 minutes. I mean, Charlton, I think they could do well in this game. I think Morecambe, despite the stunner of a winning goal from Cole Stockton, I think that maybe Charlton just is that step too far for Morecambe today. Going into League Two, we have some goals there. We got 2 1-0s. We've got Rochdale 1-0 up at Stevenage in 5 minutes, and Sutton leading Mansfield, our FA Cup opponents, by a goal to nil. So great start for Sutton, great start for Rochdale, and great start for Charlton and Oxford. No goals in the Championship as of yet. Of course, we do have some other Champions League games going on. I will not be doing coverage for that because we are EFL all the way. But yes, there we go. You guys can comment if you want. If you want to comment any score updates from the Champions League, you can do. But we've got 8 minutes to kick off here for the Bolton game. Solihull Moors leading Grimsby by a goal to nil in the Vanarama National League. So very interesting scoreline there. Why is kickoff 8 o'clock? Says Dane. I actually don't know. I really actually don't know why it's 8 o'clock, but that's it. I think there is a late kickoff. There always has to be a late kickoff, and whoever did it dealt it. Chal, I'm down at the keep moat. Where is everyone? It's not a home game. It's not a home game. It's an away game, obviously. But yes, like I said, I think with the midweeks, you're going to have an 8 o'clock kickoff at some point, and we end up being the Fall Guys for it. So Fall Guys being popular game, of course. But there we go. We got Sam, who's a Doncaster fan. He's back on the watch alongs. Sam, welcome back. First of all, Jones over Dahlberg despite Pontus returning. Thoughts on that?
It's all right, to be fair. I thought Jones had a good game of the day, so I thought he needs to be starting today. But Charles, mate, I'm down at Keepmate. Where is everyone?
It's a away game.
Is it? Nah, you're joking.
No, I'm not joking.
I've come down here. I wonder where everyone was.
Oh, mate. But at least you get to see the Keepmate, and that's still a sight that everyone loves to see.
Yeah. Good little stadium in darkness. Looks good.
So here we go. This is a discussion point. We haven't had one of these discussions before, for a while anyway, since the watch longs from last season. Big up Xylophone, big up Gorilla. What do we think of the January window? I mean, what's our priority here? We saw Max earlier saying in the comment section that he thinks some speedy fullbacks are what we need to bring the service. I said the priority is a striker and a holding midfielder. What's your priority?
Yeah, I definitely think a striker's needed with the goals where we've had Tommy having to score all the goals. But yeah, midfielder, especially if I know Bostock willing with Chef Wednesday and 9 summer, so if he goes, then we're obviously going to need to replace him. But we're going to have Ethan Galbraith's a good player, but he's quite versatile. He can play in a few positions. But yeah, we definitely need a striker, and that's one thing. Yeah, a striker and a holding midfielder.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the priorities. By the way, Wigan almost went 1-0 up against Cambridge, but it hasn't been ruled out. I mean, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because, if we get absolutely battered today and people are calling for the manager's head, do we bring in a new manager and just start from scratch? And speaking about those strikers in the January window, and this links to sort of the manager's tactics for the window. I think it's more than likely we're going to be getting free agents or loanees. By the way, Chesterfield leading 1-0 against Altrincham in the Vanarama National League. And the only free agent strikers I could see us getting is players like Brighton Obercarbre and Yaya Sanogo. That's the best quality we can get at the moment. Probably not even Yaya Sanogo. There was rumors going about on social media about Alfie May and the whole house in Donny situation.
I believe that, me, by the way. Sorry, I believe that. It's definitely true.
Do you believe that?
Yeah, I think he's always loved Donny Annie, so I think he's going to come back.
Interesting. I mean, thing is with Alfie May, do we have the money available to pay for it?
Yeah, we're going to have to move Bogues and Ed on, won't we, to bring anyone in.
See, that's the thing. I don't completely trust that we have to move players on to bring players in. I think we can give them I think we can give the manager funds without having to move players on.
Yeah, probably could, but owners don't want to do that. It's like,
I mean, what's your stance on the ownership? Because I think it's a very divisive topic at the club at the moment.
Yeah, they could have put a bit more money in, but I'm not even sure. It's just one of them. It's you're either in or out, and I'm none.
I'm sitting on the fence and all.
yeah. But they do some good things and they do some bad things. So, but in for now. But if it carries on to get worse, and we obviously need to bring players in January. I think January is going to be the deciding point with the manager and the board, really.
Yeah, absolutely. So look at this comment here from Ted. By the way, Crew have gone 1-0 up at Wimbledon, so this makes tonight even more better if it stays like that. It makes it even more of a must-win. Dover have equalised against Wealdstone. We've got Ted here with a comment saying we've got a decent defensive midfielder in the squad. His name is AJ Greaves. Yes, he may not be experienced and used to week in, week out football, but he's got the aggression and he can clamp down an attacker. Oxford are 2-0 up as well in their game. But it's an interesting comment, and this sort of brings me on to another topic, really, the future of the club. When you look at players like Kulea, Faulkner, these kind of young players we're bringing through. Yes, it shows that the depth of the squad when we've got loads of injuries isn't fantastic. But on the other hand, it shows, hang on a minute, we've got a lot of youngsters here involved in the first team. This could prove to be really exciting.
Yeah, that's true, and they're going to want to fight for Donny because obviously most of them are going to be from Donny and they're going to want to show pride and even just on Twitter seeing Frank Sinclair but all that and about the even younger ones. That's it's just promising. So I got a good, if they're under 16s or whatever, it's 5 years until they're 21. So it's good future.
Yeah, 100%. Finally, then, prediction for tonight. What's your score prediction?
I reckon 5-0 Bolton, me.
5-0 Bolton? Are you serious?
Nah, I'm not serious. I reckon it's going to be a 2-1, but I'm not sure what way.
Oh, so
I'm hoping Donny's, but I honestly think Bolton's.
Interesting. And if we lost to Bolton tonight, would you be Wellens out or would you still?
I already am, man. I already am. Get him gone.
Are you already Wellens out?
Yeah.
What? Why? I'd love to know.
I'm not sure. Nah. He's done all right. It's just we were on a decent run at the moment. It was just when we just kept losing and we were drawing to Crew. That were main thing. Time wasting the last few minutes. It were bad that. But he's won a few. One against Scunny and then both times against Scunny, didn't he? And then we just draw another day. But hopefully we can just turn these draws into wins now.
Yeah, 100%. Teams have just come out and they're warming up in their respective kits. Sam, thank you very, very much for coming on the show. Much appreciated, and we'll hope to see you at half time.
See you later, mate.
Thank you very much, Sam. Bristol Rovers have gone 1-0 up against Salford as well. We'll bring you some goal updates during the match. Something we need a bit of physicality. I completely get you, Ted. Completely and utterly get you. From where you're coming from. I think we do need that physicality, and that's what we're looking for in a holding midfielder. And Richie did say it about January. He wants those experienced players, and he wants players that he knows about. And also Graham Younger, our talent identification manager, was at the West Brom Reading under-23s match. Is that a hint at who we could be looking at? Is that a hint at loan signings for January as well? Sunderland have gone 1-0 up away at Shrewsbury. Aidan says you're watching the game on iFollow. I am indeed. I'll go 0-0 Donny. 0-0 Donny. Interesting. Sorry. KO. What's KO? Is it? Are we going to deliver the knockout blow? Now, from what we believe, we're going to be doing a stand here. So the match is about to get underway. So fingers crossed, we'll see a decent game. Yep, so the players take the knee. We stand rather than take the knee. It's what we've done all season. It's what we do. You sit, you stand, you kneel, anything to show that racism will not be accepted anywhere, not at least football. It won't be accepted in football or anywhere. So that is that. To people in the back, I'm really, really sorry. We're not taking calls now until halftime. As the game is about to officially go underway. So we've got a goal for Northampton, and we've kicked off here at Bolton. So let's go. Let's go. So people in the back, I'm so sorry. We can't accept your calls now until halftime at the very least. So Bolton Donny is underway. So I'll be watching the game, and I'll be giving you guys a commentary of what's happening. So we've got to go on the defensive foot here. Barlow just letting that touch get ahead of him there, and it will be a Bolton throw. Let's see if Bolton take this throw quickly or not. Let's have a look. 4-2 Donny, says Xylophone. Wellens in or out? I'm Wellens in. I'm still Wellens in. Oh, chance there. Headed away by the Bolton goalkeeper. And it's cleared away. And it's out for a Doncaster throw. Is Thogden at that game? I'm not too sure. He might be. I'm not too sure. I hope he's at the keep mode, though. I hope he comes to the keep mode. So it's going to be a Doncaster Rovers throw. As you can see, by the way, wearing the retro kit with the oh, hang on, wrong side. The retro badge. Big up Logan. Big up. One of my mates. Big up Logan. 3 pass here. There's a bit of a slip there going on. 1-0 Sheffield Wednesday against MK Dons. And Bolton just been pressured in their own half here. Oh, no, got a score correction from Sheffield Wednesday. It's no longer 1-0. It is 0-0. It must have been ruled out. Bolton going on the attack here. Just trying to work it in their own half. This is the thing about tonight. Like I said, Bolton have got so many injuries. We've got to press them and push them and try and get them on the edge. How are you doing today? Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. Really not too bad. How's yourself? So Bolton in their own defensive half, just happy to just play it. Just play it on the ball, hoof the ball forward. Up it goes. Chance coming in, ball in. Oh, if a Bolton player was on the end of that, it could have been 1-0. But luckily, no one was on the end of it. You see the striker immediately clapping his hands to his teammates, trying to get them fired up. 18 people watching, love it. Hey, it keeps going up and up and up. We need Okanabiri. He's out for another 4 months, mate. We have 22 people. Yeah, it keeps getting bigger, this stream. I want to thank each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Get your friends and family. Get everyone in this stream, mate. Get everyone in this stream. It's gone back. Come on. Safely back to the goalkeeper. Well done. Lewis. At least Lewis isn't kicking it out for a throw this time, which is not it. That used to be the old Lewis Jones. This is the new Lewis Jones. Here's Aidan Barlow. He's not afraid to run at defenders. Brilliant. Ball inside. Joe Dadu, under pressure. Finds his man. Ball in the box. Ah, that's a terrible cross, mate. That's terrible, mate. Galbraith. Smith. Out here to Carl Noyle. I think that was Carl Noyle anyway. Can't really see from a distance. Back it goes. Leighton Orient 1-0 up away at Scunthorpe. Ball across here. And it's an offside run. It's going to safely go into the hands of Joel Dixon. So, could have had an attack there. Could have had a chance. But still 0-0 after the first 4 minutes. I will give you a time check sort of at certain points throughout the match, just so you need a time check of where we are in terms of the match time. But yeah. Ball over the top here for Bolton. Can they keep it in? They can. They can do, you know. Ball inside. Swift ball across. Deflection. It's a corner for Bolton. Risky work here from Rovers. Let's see if we can defend our set pieces today. Let's see if we can do what we need to do, and that's defend set pieces. Can we do that? I don't know. I really don't know. Sometimes we can. Sometimes we really can't. So we're going to defend this corner. What's your prediction? I went for a 2-0 win. 7+ goal. That's his prediction. I think he's going to be a 7-minute goal. I think there's going to be a goal in the 7th minute. Interesting. If that's what you're saying, then fair play. I think it's going to be a 7-minute goal, but time is ticking away from that, and we don't know if that's going to be right or not yet. So your time for your prediction is ticking away, Velko. Got a throw away for Bolton. He's going to try and take the throw. He's going to take his time with it. Touch there. He'll play around the defensive half. Safely back to Joel Dixon, who's come out of his area. Again, Bolton just happy to just recycle the play and go again. Try and make the runs inside here. And they're going to play it down, are they? Nope, they're going to play it back upwards. Dodge needs to do the basics right, and the goals will come, says Captain Nat. Exactly, and that's what I've said for moments of this season. Torquay 1-0 up away at Aldershot in the Vanarama National League. That's what I've said from this season at points. You know, it's all about getting the basics right. If we don't get the basics right, we'll be in trouble. If we make individual errors, we'll be in trouble. And that's sort of the thing that sort of led to Bristol Rovers relegation last season to League Two. It was individual errors and basic mistakes costing them big opportunities to get out of the relegation zone, and they didn't take them, so they went down. Are we following the same direction? I don't know. Rovers goal kick with Lewis Jones. He's going to boot it up, and it's out for a throw. Classic Lewis Jones. Goal kicks it out for a throw. Score correction for the Torquay game. It's back to 0-0. Torquay goal ruled out, probably for offside, or possibly for offside. Could be wrong though. Goal kick here from Dixon, and it's out for a Rovers throw. Lewis Jones, who? Lewis Jones. I just don't think you understand. In the goal on his own, kicks it out for a throw. He is Lewis Jones. Individual errors are what's cost us this season. 100% Captain Nat, completely agree with you. Right, Rovers on, oof it up. Chance here, Taylor, look at this. Look at the speed of John Taylor, mate. He is just on fire. Wimbledon have equalised against Crewe Alexandra. Matt Smith. Ball in from Taylor. Headed away by Bolton. Ethan Galbraith wins it back. Wonderful by Ethan Galbraith. Atalanta scored in the Champions League. Wealdstone are in front against Dover. Galbraith. Oh, just wide from Ethan Galbraith. Inches wide, and it's still 0-0. Big chance there from Ethan, back from international. What's up, mate? How you doing? Do you feel like if we aren't out of relegation zone by January, Wellens has to go? I don't know, man. It's a hard one. Let's go Braith's chance. Just wide. Goal kick. Yeah, if we aren't out of the relegation zone by January, I'd probably if we're bottom or second from bottom in February, I'll start to panic. They bring up interesting debates, the Wellens out lot. The Wellens out part of the fan base do bring up the interesting points and bring up some good points as well. If Wellens wasn't a former player, would this manager have been sacked by now? Probably, and maybe. If we got battered again, absolutely. Bradford lead 1-0 away at Tranmere. That's a good start for Derek Adams after the shocking form. So there we go. 1-0. There we go. 2-0 to Charlton against Morecambe. So good stuff. Johnny Jackson, man, he needs the permanent job. But a pulling and shoving from Barlow. Great tackle there. Advantage played. Brilliant collision and a great clearance there. It's going to be a Bolton corner. So, yeah, in terms of, if we're not out of the relegation zone in January, does Wellens need to go? On the one hand, yes, because I feel like there might not be an escape. I don't think Wellens got the experience to get us out of this situation. But on the other hand, we still need to spend time to rebuild. Ball comes through here. They've done a deal with it. I'll just be back in one moment, guys, okay? I will bring you what you've missed, but I'll be back in one moment, okay? Don't go anywhere. Right, I'm back. Just had to sort something out there. You didn't really miss anything, just to-ing and throwing plays, etc. Morecambe have got a goal back. Hartlepool lead. Walsall lead their game against Port Vale. We've got Burton leading against Accrington, I believe, or the other way around. Will you sue if you score? That's a Man U thing. If you guys want me to do it, I will do, but probably not. I've got a break here though. Barlow, ball in, cleared by Bolton, and it's going to be a corner. Corner for Rovers. Still 0-0. Fingers crossed. Oh, score correction. Hartlepool do not lead against Swindon. They have been ruled out. So there we go. So still 0-0 there. Yeah, Burton 1-0 against Accrington. Morecambe scored against Cheltenham. Notts County get a goal against Boreham Wood. That's a good one. Corner. Come on, swing it in. Straight into the hands of Joel Dixon. And it's kicked out by Dixon. It's through for Bolton. Oh, brought down. It's a Bolton throw. Cheltenham lead against Gillingham 1-0 at the Priestfield Stadium. How we lost it? I tell you how we lost against Gillingham. First half, we were great. Second half, we looked a complete shambles. And we kept conceding set pieces. Through ball. Ball in. Good clearance. Good clearance by Joe Olowu. It's going to be a corner. If you had to have any player past or present to play and say Rovers, who would it be and why? Got to be James Coppinger. It's got to be James Coppinger. He was a legend. Always will be a legend. And there we go. So Bolton corner. So fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. Going to try and swing it in, are they? They are. Middlesbrough lead against Preston 1-0 in the Championship. So another good start for Chris Wilder there. It's going to be another corner here for Bolton. I hope this isn't a sign of what's going to come. I really hope this isn't a sign of 1-0 Bolton. It's a short corner this time. Deflection there. Rebound. Bolton play brought down, free kick. It was a definite free kick. So you pick cops over Zidane and players like that. Oh, it's any player. I thought you meant just past or present for Rovers. No. Past or present anywhere. I would probably go for. I'd probably go for Pele. I think Pele probably would have been the one I'd go for. But here's a free kick just outside of the penalty area. So not too far away from goal distance. Let's see if Bolton can get something from this. Again, we need to defend a set piece. I mean, are they going to go for it? Or are they going to just sort of whip it in a little bit? I think they're going to go for it from the looks of it. Whipped over the wall, and it's skyward. Goal kick. Come on, Rovers. Easy goal kick. Shot went skyward. Bolton's number 3. Declan John. So Lewis Jones will take this goal kick, and it's shortly done. Olowu to Horton. Deflection there. It's a Doncaster Rovers throw. Come on, good throw here. Come on. Pick your options. That's it. Oh, it's a wayward pass again. It's got to be better than that. We can't afford to make silly errors against this lot. Brendan, blocked, corner. Come on, Rovers. Stockport leading Kingsling Town in the Vanarama National League. Woking leading away at Weymouth in the National League as well. It's a Donny corner. They're going to swing it in. Don't take a short one. That's it. Swing it in. Deflection and cleared away by Bolton. Chance to go through here, though. Brought down. Saw contact on that, so kind of concerned why that was not a free kick, but we move on. Donny throw. He's left it. This is Carl Noel going to take on the right-hand side. It's back again. It's Matt Smith. Wimbledon have completely turned it around against Crew Alexandra. It's 2-1 Wimbledon. Crew back to bottom of the league. Chance here, though, to do. I think he was looking to Megan there. Bolton come through with again. A slipping pass. Matt Smith got the advantage. And now Matt Smith comes inside. Turns back. Taylor's on the ball, being marked, and Bolton have got it back. That's going to be a Donny throw. 2-1 Rochdale in League 2. How's the game looking so far, says Xylophone? I would say, I don't know, actually. It's hard to say, really. I think there's not really been any clear-cut chance at all. But in terms of how good we look compared to them, we look a little bit better on the attack. We look a bit more threatening than Bolton are on the attack. We look like we've got a little bit more going about us on the attack than Bolton. I'd probably go with that. But no real clear-cut chances, to be perfectly honest. Chance here, though. See Taylor can run inside. He can do, you know. He can do. Taylor, skyward. Still 0-0. So, yeah, bit of a wasteful opportunity that. But like I said, no real clear-cut chances for either team. The Bolton free kick could have been something for them. But I think, again, it was just, yeah, nothing real clear-cut at all. But there we go. Clearance in Bolton's attacking half. In fact, I'm going to bring up the stats while we're 22 minutes into the match, actually. In fact, the next time Bull goes out of play, I'll get the stats up. Actually, no, I've got them at the side of me. Bolton have got 59% of the possession, but they've only had one shot, none on target. Oh dear. And it could be potential injury to Galbraith. Does he need treatment? Do you need treatment? Oh, no, here we come. Oh, God's sake. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, I really hope this is not serious for Galbraith. If this is like a few weeks out, Jesus Christ. If this is going to be a few weeks out, going to be one of them games where both teams will get one chance that they need to take. It's looking that way. Could be another 0-0 draw, which would I take a 0-0 draw? With our injury record, probably, but with their injury record as well, probably not. We need to go for it. Xylophone says what happened. Basically, Galbraith's down. He's receiving treatment, just seeing what's happening. They're going to replay the challenge here again. Ball comes over. Galbraith goes in, gets tangled, and then tries to get back up, limps, and then he's back down again. So it was a tangle, really, with one of the Bolton lot. He's going off the pitch to wait for his recall. Chelsea are 1-0 up in the Champions League. Fleetwood have got a goal back against Oxford, 2-1 there at the Kassam. Northampton 2-0 up against Oldham in League 2. Got a mixture of goals there. Champions League, League 1, League 2. Bolton just stalling on the ball there. And then trying to build up an attack. Matt Smith, good pressure there from Matt. That's what I like about Matt Smith. So dynamic and just, on it all the time and just trying to really pressure the player that's on the ball. It's not just on the ball, though, that, we look for Rovers. It's off the ball as well. You got to look for the off the ball work as well. So yeah, that's vitally important. So let's see where we go. Fleetwood have scored. They have indeed. Bolton playing it around the defensive half here. Through ball maybe. Headed clear. And now Bolton can just recycle the play if under pressure. But that's fantastic from Aidan Barlow. Through ball. Joe Dadu. Through. Oh, my God, how's he skied that? How the flaming hell have you skied that, John? Best opportunity of this game so far, and he's blazed it like a burning ring of fire. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire absolutely burns bright. Well, not burn bright. It just burns. Look at that. Through ball. Oh, God. That just sums up our season so far. It just sums up our flaming season so far. Easiest chances. Can't put them away. Like a book on a shelf. Can't put them away. Wednesday just edged in the first half. Great to hear Captain Nat. Is Galbraith injured? I think, is he back on the field now? I think he is back on the field now. Is he? I'll have to have another look. But he might be back on the field. He might be. I can't say for certain yet because I haven't really seen him. But yeah, there's no indication that we made a sub yet, so I think he is back on the field. But yeah, John, how the hell did John Taylor blaze that opportunity over the bar? It's ridiculous. I did say I was going to give you the stats, and I'm going to give them right now. We've had 2 shots, 1 on target. They've had 1 shot, none on target. In fact, we've got up to 3 shots, 1 on target, 2 shots off target. Chesterfield have gone 2-0 up. We've had 3 fouls to their none. They've had 3 corner kicks to our 2. We've had 71 passes, 59 of them accurate. They've had 116, 91 of them accurate. Looking at some of the other stats, we've lost 29%, 29 possession lost. They've got 39 possession lost. They've lost the ball a lot more than us. It's just one of those things, really. Like I said, it's just a very even game with very few chances. Watching Soccer Saturday on Sky and saw it. WTF is right. Welcome, Velvet Schwan, to the stream. Donny throw here. Header in. Harrow gets 1-0 up against Carlisle. Taylor. Oh. Deflected. That's another chance for John Taylor. Bromley have equalised against Yeovil in the National League. Look at this again. Donny throw. Look at this. Header over. Taylor with the turn. Someone else with the turn. Taylor takes it off him. It's deflected and it's over for a corner. That's a couple of decent chances we've had now to go 1-0 up. Corner in. Back post, deflection. Oh, it's cleared away. Cleared away. Go on. Go on. Oh, no. No, and we're back into the defensive half again, just regaining our shape. Oh, my God. Again, a huge opportunity. Passed out from the goalkeeper. That's a clear shot from Bolton. Dirty, dirty. Donny free kick. Time check 28:15. It says on my clock. On iFella. So still 20 odd minutes. Still under 20 minutes left. Just over 15 minutes left. 3-1 Wimbledon. Wimbledon's completely turned this around to prove that why Crewe are bottom of the league for a reason. But like I said, when Crewe was 1-0 up, it was like, this game's a must-win now. And now the 3-1 up, we can spare another week. But actually, we know we can't because we need to keep up to date with the rest of the table. We can't be cut adrift with Crewe. We know we've got to go off that raft and get onto the island with the rest of the teams, rather than stay on the raft and be castaways with Crewe. We can't do that. And then, paddle to shore and find a lost island called League Two. Donny breakaway here, though. Carl Noyle to John Taylor. Come on, John Taylor, make you run. Yeovil back in front in the National League. John Taylor ball in the box. That's a terrible ball in. It's a goal kick to Bolton. Put Taylor up 2 and do on the wing, and we might score. John Taylor's been the most attacking threat in this game out of both teams so far. I think he's been brilliant. Bolton have got a player down injured here in the middle. Colchester go 2-0 up against Exeter City. Exeter bottle it again. Injury here for Bolton. Is this a similar thing to Galbraith where it's just impact and move on? I don't know. I really don't know. Will Bolton be forced into an early change? I don't know. I think Bolton and us don't need any more injuries, to be perfectly honest with you. He's back on his feet now. He's not limping as far as I can see. Bit of a drinks break there. Looking at the manager. Oh, there's Noel. Noel telling Ethan some instructions. Nothing from Richie, which is interesting. Noel giving the instructions, but nothing from Richie. I think Richie's just observing the situation. Hey, mate. Come on, Rovers, says Jamie. Welcome to the stream, Jamie. Glad you could make it. Oh, there is going to be an early substitution here for Bolton Wanderers. So it will be an exit for the injured player. They're not going to make any risks. And George Johnston is going to come onto the pitch. We believe, if I get this right, that it is number 23 coming off. I believe it's Lloyd Isgrove that's going to come off. And it's going to be George Johnston coming on to replace him. Ball in there from the goal kick. High Madger. Taylor has to score. He does indeed. Ball over the head from Judge Do doesn't work. Great shoulder in there from Ethan Galbraith. Ethan Galbraith, I swear to God, he's just an absolute tank. Scunthorpe get battered everywhere they go. Yeah, Leighton Orient winning there. I'm going to Rovers 2-0 win. Yeah, I'm going the same thing as well. Donny throw here from Brendan Horton. Back by Bolton, though. It's cleared up. And they're having to force it backwards here, Bolton. Dixon clears it. Only to a certain man, but Bolton could counter-attack here if we're not careful. 2-0 Burton now against Accrington Stanley. Chance here for Bolton to attack, though, if they can get forward here and past our defence. Trying to shimmy past Galbraith. Ball inside. It's a heavy touch, but they got it away anyway. Ball in. Oh, great cutout by Matt Smith and cleared away. Brilliant clearance. And into the hands of Joel Dixon. So, big chance there for Bolton to try and get a goal, but we cut it out before there was any kind of legs to it, if you know what I mean. Bolton go forward here again, though. Hoof ball from the defensive half to the attacking half. Great movement there from the Bolton man. Chance here. Are they going to get a chance? And now it's Johnston who's just come on the pitch. Oh, don't tell me we're going to concede already here. Oh, that's a terrible ball. I think he tried the shot and it was terrible. Just wide, and it's going to be a goal kick. So, easy one there to deal with. 33 minutes, 22 seconds played and counting. I think it's been all right. Pompey 1-0, says Aiden. 0-0 at Hillsborough. Of course it is. Darren Moore. No, I'm joking. Maybe Darren Moore could turn it around at Hillsborough. Maybe he can. Half time at Hillsborough, apparently, so it's 0-0. We are going to get. I'll get all the halftime scores up during the break. I will put the StreamYard link in the chat when we hit added time. When we get to added time, I'm going to put the StreamYard link in again, so you guys can get ready to get it backstage for the halftime chat. But there we go. So Bolton I think they've stopped the play here. I think they're just halting the play here. I think they're going to make a change, or are they going to? No, they're just waiting. I think someone's getting warmed up, I think, or something. But Bolton take this kick forward. Could be a chance for Bolton here, though. Bolton, ball in. Oh, deflected out, corner. Thank God that wasn't into our own net. That could have been absolutely comical. But to be fair, with the chance that we've had in this game, we should be 2 or 3-0 up. But is this another story of great in the first half, could have had 2 or 3? Are we going to be poor in the second half against Bolton like we did against Gillingham, like we did against Sheffield Wednesday in that 20-minute spell towards the start of the season? Is this going to be another same old story? Set piece corner from Bolton, deflection, and Barlow clears it. It's gone out for a Bolton throw. Comment down below, guys. Where are you commenting from? Are you commenting from a match? Are you commenting from anywhere else? Are you commenting from anywhere in the country, anywhere in the globe? Where are you commenting from? Comment down below. Love to hear it. Bolton trying to build up an attack here from their defensive half. Don't jinx it. I don't want to jinx it, trust me. Italy, bro. Alessandro, welcome from Italy. Home. Yeah, exactly. Home sweet home. Matt Smith on the ball here. Forced back. Oh, slight deflection there, but still got the pass on back to Matt Smith. Chance here. Taylor. Ball into the hands. South Africa. Wow. Great to see you. It's a quick break here from Bolton. This is Liam Gordon. Good step over. Through ball. It's a chance. Oh, get lost. Get lost. Get out of here. It's 1-0. Jesus Christ. Look at this. Liam Gordon straight in there. Tom Anderson. And Carl Noyle leaving his man as well. Carl Noyle leaves his man again. Not the first time it's happened this season at all. 1-0 Bolton. 1-0 Bolton. There we go. Again, what happens? You take a chance. You get the goal. It's as simple as that. Barlow brought down. That was... Should that have been a free kick? I reckon so. Yeah, exactly. Xylophone. FFS Rovers. I think you can translate what that means. Just again, we had 2 or 3 chances to score. We couldn't take them. Bolton have that chance. No one's marking on the back post. And they take their chance. Easy chance. No clean sheet for Lewis Jones today. 1-0 Bolton. And it's Owen Doyle as well. It's Owen Flaming Doyle, someone who's worked with Richie Wellens. But there we go. Defending was absolutely shambolic on that goal. Like I said, Anderson was marking a different man, but Colin Oil should have had that man marked. Come on, Rovers, says Alessandro and Captain Nat. They're giving us the support here. The chat's giving us the support here, but realistically, if we don't book up our ideas, hang on, what's going on here? The referee's come over to Richie Wellens. Is this a card? Is this going to be Richie Wellens here? Having a bit of a word. Oh, God, is this going to be a yellow card for the manager, isn't it? Yeah, yellow card for Wellens. Oh, you love a manager with passion, but I mean, getting yellow carded nearly every week is just... It's not a great look, is it? Like I said, do the basics. Exactly. It's the basics of defending, mate. Marking on the back post. Mark the back flaming post. Oh, deflection. Just wide. Oh, could have been 1-1. It's going to be a corner. What did he do? From the looks of it, he wasn't happy about it was either the free kick decision or something before that, and just mouthing off to the 4th official. Referee comes over, has a word with him, and books him. And I think Noel Hunt was trying to calm the situation down a little bit, but he was still fighting Wellens' corner. Speaking of corner, Rovers take it. Oh, chance. And Bolton clear it away. It's deflected. It's going to be a Bolton throw. Still 1-0 to Bolton. Like I said, it's just individual errors now. It's just individual errors now. It's not looking good, is it? Not looking good at all. Oh, well. Oh, well. Can't have it all our own way, can we? Oh, dear. It's a 3-1 here for Bolton. Liam Gordon again. Deflected, and it's out for a goal kick. Yeah, it's just not looked good, has it? You know, like I said, we could have been 2 or 3-0 up with our chances, but again, what's it boiled down to? Taking your chances. Did we do that? Did we hell take our chances? It's just, in terms of a clinical standpoint, it's just not good enough. In terms of taking your chances, it's just not good enough. So, it's going to improve, really. Oh, well. It's a Bolton throw here. Bolton. Oh, that's a clear trip from Alohu. Clear trip. Oh, there's a big scuffle going on here. Wellens had better get out of this here. Oh my God, it's a red. It's a flaming red card. Oh crap. What the hell's going on? I think it's a red card for the player, but I've got a feeling he's going to send the manager off here. As if we didn't need any more. As if we didn't need any more. That's Alowu off the pitch. Let's have a look at the tackle again. Alowu, it was from behind. It was a deserved red card. I don't know why he's. I don't even know why he's complaining. I don't know why he's complaining. It's a definite red card. It's chalk and cheese. It's a complete red card. Like, I don't know how much clearer it needs to be said. It's as clear as day. Like, I'm a fan of the team with the suspended player, and even I know it's a red card. Even I know. Changing the banner here, just to include all the changes. So you got Alowu off, and you've got Isgrove off for Johnston at 31st minute. You got Doyle coming on as well. Yep, sending off. Red, so bad. Just nipped it taut, and there's a red. It's going bad now. Hello, football fan. I guess you're a Bolton fan. Well done so far for your team. We've just hit added time, so we'll put the link in the chat for you guys to come on and get ready. Ref is a joke. First words I heard was red card. Yeah, try 1-0 down as well. 5 minutes added time. That's a lot of added time. But there we go. Right, let's get this StreamYard link in the chat for you guys to come on and have your say. Let's get it ready. Let's get it ready. There we are. So it's in the chat, ready for you guys to come on and have your say at halftime. So, Bolton trying to work another chance here. Deflection, back by Rovers. Those of you who are well in doubt, I think you'll be still in that position. All deflection, just out. Is that a corner or is it a goal kick? I got a feeling it's going to... Yeah, it's a corner, probably. Those of you who are well in, like me, are going to feel the most threatened. Because what happens now? We're a goal down. We're a man down. We're more than likely not going to win this. The least we can get is a point. If we get beat by more than 3 goals, more than 3, not 3 and more, but more than 3 against Bolton Wanderers, you've got how many players out? Oh, speaking of Bolton, almost scored, deflection. Oh, was a handball? That was a definite handball. Oh, should that have been a handball against us? Yeah, debatable. But yeah, if we concede more than 3, not 3 and more, but more than 3 against a team with 14 players out, more players than us, and that's saying something, then there's not really any excuses, really. Corner in, bit of a deflection there. It's played out, shot. Oh, I think that could have been a handball for us. I think that should have been a handball against us. I'm a Donny fan, but I'll always stay neutral on these referee decisions. I think that probably could have been a penalty. If VAR was in play, it would have been a penalty probably. I know a bad referee when I see one, but any Bolton match I go, the ref is utter crap. I totally get that, football fan. I really, really do. Lewis Jones just kicks it away. We've got just a couple of minutes left of the match, of the first half anyway. Those of you backstage, get ready because we're going to bring you in one by one. So yeah, any Donny fans want to come on and have your say, please do. Looking like it's going to finish half-time 1-0. We're going to be a man down. We're going to be 1-0 down. And what do we have to do to get back into this match? Would you bring anyone on? Would you bring on any subs? Would you switch any players around? What would you do? Get those questions ready in your head for half-time. Bolton have a chance here again. I think Bolton could come out firing in the second half if we're not careful. Ball in. Oh, for God's sake, it's 2-0. It's actually 2-0. What the bloody hell is going on with this squad? What's wrong with this club? What's going on with this club? What's going on? Look at this. It's just a simple ball over the top from the defensive half. Just ball watching. Someone stops in the middle. It's a run on its own, ball in, and an empty space. Just it is absolutely comical. It's absolutely comical. I forgot it. For God's sake, it's unbelievable. It really, really is. And that half's probably going to end 2-0 now. It's probably going to be 2-0 now. It's Kachunga in the 45th plus 4 minutes. And that is half time. Oh my God. What an absolute load of tripe that was. I haven't even changed the scoreboard yet. I need to do that actually. There we are. 2-0. God's sake. I mean, my scoreline prediction's on. It's just the other way around. That's the only thing I can take out of this. But got to feel bad for Doncaster Rovers fans at this point. Absolutely. Got my bet right. I nearly did. Wednesday losing 2. Oh, interesting. Well, let's go through half-time calls. Let's start with Connor. Connor, how you doing?
Thanks, good.
Yeah, good. 2-0 down. Oh, hang on, what's wrong with your sound?
Oh, it was just messing up for a second.
Okay, no worries. Well, 2-0 down. We're a man down. How do we get back into this game? Can we get back into this game?
We should be able to get back in the game, but I don't think that red card was given correctly.
Really?
I don't think it was given correctly.
See, when I looked at it, it came from behind, so that gave me the indication that it was a definite red card because the tackle was from behind and it was clipped from behind the ankles of the player. So I personally thought it was a red card. I mean, what was your take on it?
My take was it wasn't really a red card because, yes, he even did go through from behind, but I don't think it should have been given. I think he should have at least been given a yellow first to have a chance. But it's end of the day, referee's decision. Whatever he gives, you've just got to go with it.
Yeah, 100%. But we can't use the red card as an excuse at all, can we? We just didn't take our chances, and it's paid back big time.
But the thing though, recently Bolton coming off the last game with a win, we haven't been performing better than last season, so all we need to do is just improve.
How can we improve? This is the thing. How can we improve? Because the recruitment this summer's been questionable when you look back on it now. It's not been fantastic when you look back on it now. We do need reinforcements in January, and if we don't get the reinforcements in January, we actually do worry for if we're going to stay in this league or not.
I think what's bad is that currently we've got Joe Dudu, but we ain't really got another striker to put up there with him. Because we did have Okanabiri, but I think he's out injured at the moment.
He's out for another 4 months.
So that's how we don't have him. Because when we have him, we can just feed the ball through to him. But so if we can get another striker in January, then we could probably perform a lot better. So that probably to play the 4-3-2.
Yeah, 100%. Connor, thank you very much for coming on the show. Much appreciated, mate.
Yeah, I'll probably come back on 4 times. Just hope it gets better.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Take care. All the best. Let's go to Joe next. Joe, how you doing?
Hi, Aaron.
Who do you support?
I'm a Donny Rovers fan, mate.
Right. What
I'm
about
frustrated.
that?
I'm frustrated. The ref, to me, made the incorrect decision sending off Joseph Alowu. Like, yes, he comes in from behind. It is a bit reckless, but he studs on up. He's not going for his legs. He's challenging the ball. For me, it's a yellow at most. And we've got holes in his defence due to that red card. That's probably why we went down the second goal.
Yeah, 100%, mate. And, football fan who's a Bolton fan here said, if you get relegated, surely you'll be promoted straight away. That's not usually the case, is it? If we get relegated, we might end up being finished in a few years.
Well, the worst thing that can happen if we do get relegated is the board don't change anything regarding their strategy involving spending. Because if they don't spend even after we get relegated, we could just end up being stuck in League Two.
Yeah, 100%. And, that's not what this club is supposed to be at. Our level's at least League One.
League One, if not mid-table championship. Like, I look at the club from about 10 years ago up to about 5 years ago. We were higher in League One, if not in the championship. And that's where I want us to be, if not even higher. But I've got big aspirations for this club. Like, when I look at the club, I want us to be higher up than relegation candidates for League One.
Yeah, it's not looking like a great situation right now. I mean, first of all, talking about that first goal that we conceded, I mean, Callum Knowles should be absolutely magnetic to his man on the back post, but he's just left him in so much space on the back.
Yeah, we got Tom Anderson, Kyle Noyle next to each other with the player in front of him there. The ball comes in, he just taps it in. Lewis Jones, he was a bit unsighted, should be doing better with the save. Would Dahlberg have saved that? It's more springy than Lewis Jones, but maybe even Dahlberg wouldn't have got that. Tom Anderson, Kyle Noyle, one of them should have challenged him and won the ball back there, prevented the goal.
100%. And the second goal, I mean, it's just a simple ball in.
Yeah, mate, the loss of Joseph Alowu, the loss of one of the centre-backs to a stupid referee decision, probably there were holes in his defence from that. We could have done with an extra body in there at centre-back.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, what would you do for the second half? Because if we're 2-0 down and a man down, I could see Bolton going to the second half thinking we could put 6 past this lot.
Well, I'd keep the striker on. What I'd do is I'd take off maybe an attacking mid and put in Ben Blythe in centre-back. Maybe go for keep the one striker, just take attacking midfielder out, replace him with a centre-back so we're more structured defensively. Then we still got the attacking impetus of the striker, put Ben Blythe on at centre-back.
Yeah, I think that's a very interesting strategy. Joe, thank you very, very much for coming on the show. Much appreciated.
Thanks.
Brilliant there. Sam's back on the show. Sam, I mean, 2-0 down, a man down. It's just getting worse and worse and worse for Doncaster Rovers. Just when we thought 1 defeat in 7 in all competitions, we were getting some kind of run together. There we are, back on the defeats again.
Oh, Chal, I'm fuming. I can't believe it. I was just on Twitter, replying to all the Bolton fans, just winding them up. And then we go and concede. So now all of them are on Twitter having a go at me and that, which is fun. And I can't believe it. It's just getting worse and worse, like you said. We started off all right. John Taylor missed a good chance, but it's just gone downhill from there, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's just not looking great, is it? I mean, like I said to Joe, I mean that first goal, Connell should be on his man. He's not communicating with Anderson at all. Just no communication on the marking on the back post. And the second goal was a simple ball in, and without the extra body, it was just so easy to concede. But like I said, it just feels like deja vu, just not taking our chances and paying for it. It's individual mistakes. It's the same things that Bristol Rovers got relegated for last season, and we're adapting their mentality right now.
Yeah, it's one of them. I think we haven't just even like we had a few chances, but just the way we play is just slow. Sometimes you have a chance or two, and then we don't score it. And I think it's some tactics as well, like the way we play. Even just at the start of the season, when we used to go and score one, well, that's if we could score one, or just sit off when we score one. There's no point, and then that's why we went and lost 2-1 to Wigan, and when we went 3-0 up against Cheltenham, I think it was, and then they got it back to 3-2. It's just what happens. We need to sort it out because tactics aren't right at the moment. You can tell. Wellens needs to get gone.
I mean, this is going to be the next question. If this end up being 3 or 4, maybe even 5 or 6 again, is that it? Can Welland survive another 6-0?
I'm not sure. We're bored. They probably don't want to sack him, save a bit of money, don't they? But I'm not sure. I heard that they do want to sack him, but I'm not sure. But with the recent results, they don't they've kind of changed a bit. But they'll just come out and say, "Oh well, he's won his last. Well, I'm been beaten in however many games, and then he's just lost one." But
yeah, there we go. Sam, thank you very, very much for coming back on, and
no problem.
See you at full time.
See you later, mate.
There we go. Max is on the show now. Max, you put in a few comments tonight. First off, I'd say we tried taking our chances. We didn't take our chances and then got paid for it.
Yeah, I mean, with Dodu, I don't necessarily want him to be. He doesn't have to be ultra clinical. The pass he made earlier, that was a good sign to me because he just doesn't get involved in the game at all, really. So that was, I think, progress to me. But I mean, a couple of the finishes were terrible as well, not just Dodu.
Yeah, I mean, the first goal, for example, again, like I said, I keep saying this time and time again, they just need to be magnetic on the back post to their man and the man marking, and they're just not.
Yeah, I mean that was arguably offside. I think the officials have played a role tonight because they don't look the best. I mean, the Alowu red card was influenced by the Bolton players' reaction. The 50-50, the two offside, the two goals were really for offside, in my opinion. And I mean, there was a potential handball by Rovers and then a potential handball by a Bolton player about a few seconds later, and none of those were given. So I mean, that linesman, because they were all his decisions, and I don't think that linesman is too great. And I think he's played a role, really, to be honest.
Yeah, interesting there. And the second goal, I think it's just the sending off, just the extra body that we didn't have, and it was just as simple as put it in the box, get your head on it, get a volley on it, whatever it takes, and just get the goal in, I guess.
Yeah, and heads drop as well after a sending off. So it's
thing is though, with the heads dropping off, is this a sign that Wellens might start to lose the players if we don't start getting results?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's a great man manager. He doesn't seem to motivate the players.
I mean, he got a yellow card tonight, so
true. But I mean, the play like the Cambridge United game, we walk out and then pretty lackluster first half, and then there's a lot more passion in the second half. Or today when we got our backs up about some of the decisions and earlier on, and there was a bit of argy-bargy early on. Same with the Lincoln game. There has to be something that happens during the game to awaken that passion in the Rovers players. There's always something that you notice. They never walk out like that. I don't think he's a good motivator of people,
Yeah, it's an interesting one. If we lost tonight, whether it's 2-0 or worse, do you think that's it for Richie Wellens? In your opinion, would you sack Richie Wellens if we lost by more than 2 goals tonight, or would you still keep him?
No, because tonight, I mean, I won't put all the blame on the officials, definitely not. But it's just been really unfortunate. The scoreline does not tell the full story at all tonight. It doesn't reflect our performance really, and so I wouldn't, and I don't think the board will either. I just don't expect they'd make that decision just after tonight, really.
Yeah, it'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Max, thank you very, very much for coming on the show. Much appreciated.
Cheers, mate.
Great to get Max's thoughts there. Finally, Aidan's back on the show. Aidan, 2-0 down, a man down. What do we do to change this? You're on mute if you're trying to talk.
Yeah, it is a bit. I think Wellens needs to, when he's in the his half time, he needs to give motivation. Because honestly, I think we need to, like, yeah, we've got 45 minutes, and if I went, I'd be like, yeah, you've got 45 minutes to go out there, show Donny what you've got, and hopefully get the win or get a point.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it doesn't look like as the players come back out on the pitch that he's made any changes. And I'm seeing right now, Owen Doyle talking to his teammate, talking to his own teammate, telling him instructions, being a leader.
Yeah.
We don't see any of that from the Rovers players. They're just doing individual warm-ups.
Yeah, because I think the one player we're missing tonight is Bostock. So I think he's the one player that gives everyone in the team motivation when he's playing.
100%. Aidan, thank you very, very much. Sorry it's quick, but the match is about to kick off again. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
There we go. Let's go through some comments quickly. We will stay up, says Connor. Great to see you on the show. What is going on, says Finley. I'll tell you what's going on. We've been, like I said, we could have been 2 or 3 up, and we just didn't take our chance, and that's what happens. We get punished each and every week, well, nearly every week. Bradley here says, I feel like Donny has no identity anymore. Can't tell what a playing style is besides Galbraith trying to play long balls to do, and the team seems to be filled with players what are not wanted. Continuing down here, it says, by other clubs or just free agents, doesn't seem like we're being smart signings, not being talents to develop and sell on like Whiteman. Definitely feels like that. Unless this is the start of what we're trying to do. I think Wellens needs to go, says Donny DRFC243. Robot Jaguar says, hey up. As much as we can blame Taylor for the lack of composure with the miss and the poor cross, I think he's contributing an attack. You have to take into account he's been out for a few months. I still think Taylor's been our best player this season in this game. In this game, he's been our best player by a million miles. But yeah, the board have been trying to do this on the cheap for far too long, and it's finally caught up with us, says Captain Cook. I would probably say that, but we're not exactly the richest, are we? Has to do a bit of any use to you much yet. This season, little moments here and there, but not a lot. We have kicked off in the second half, by the way. Shrewsbury have equalised against Sunderland. Didn't think he would be. Love to see Wigan losing 2-0. Aguero moment coming in the second half. And Wellens in still because who we're bringing in when we sack him. That's one of the reasons why I'm Wellens in. Who else do you bring in? And I don't think they will get rid of him anyway. I think he's still here for the next 4 years. I think he's still here. You know, even if we lost 10-0 3 weeks in a row, if we lost 10-0 10 weeks in a row, and we were bottom of the league with the lowest points tally in English football history in one season, I still think we keep him. I still think we keep Richie Wellens because they want to build something. They don't just want to chop and change manager every 2 years now. They want to keep a manager, and they want to keep him here long term. Need a big show of character from the lads, or Wellens is showing every reason why he has to go. We need to do something fast, or we will lose. Well, we're already 2-0 down with 10 men, so the odds are completely stacked against us right now. Halifax have gone 1-0 up against Wrexham in the National League. Bolton have played a ball up here. Oh, come on. Come on, lads. Switch on. It's interesting he's made no changes. Well, to be fair, who else can you bring off the bench? But mind you, some of the kids might be an asset. Good movement there from Bolton. Inside, deflection, and it's out for a Bolton throw. Again, that was probably one ball away from being 3-0. That was probably one ball away from being 3-0. Good luck, but I really hope not. He's honestly not been that bad. Very unlucky not to win some games like Lincoln, Crewe, Wimbledon. And that I completely get. There's been a couple of games this season where we've deserved to get something out of it more than we did. Other games, it's just been not good enough, and proof why we need reinforcements in January and we need something drastic to happen. I think we're lacking a solid spine in the team. You can tell watching the midfield. The midfield's full of creators and not any defensive midfielders. We need to definitely invest in a good DM. We need to invest in 2 DMs if we sell Bostock in January for more money. Faulkner is very good. Definitely going to be a talent. Maybe give him some game time. Shore up the defense. I mean, we've got nothing else to lose. John agreeing with George. Here we go. Barlow through. Can he find the ball over the top? Oh, God. That's an awful ball, Barlow. That's an absolutely crap pass. That's absolute rubbish. It's got to be improved. Bostock isn't a defensive midfielder, more of a playmaker. I get that. That's more like a holding playmaker. Any of the bottom 6 are not winning. I've got I think Crewe's definitely losing. I think Shrewsbury are drawing with Sunderland at the moment. I think Gillingham's losing. So we might actually get lucky this week. Ball from Bolton. All went for the diving header. They want a penalty, but they're not going to get it. And is that another injury for Bolton? It might be. We need a Macchi on for some more game time, I suppose, off the back of an injury as well. Yeah, I think that Xavier Amaechi back from injury would be great to give him some game time in the second half. Looks like League leaders Plymouth are down 1-0. Yeah, Gethin Jones, he's back up. He's fine. Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting now. Goal kick here from Bolton. No, from us, sorry. I'm getting shirts confused. Lewis Jones with the kick is going out for a throw. It's come off a Bolton player, so it is our throw. So it's going to be our throw. 2-0 Chelsea in the Champions League against Juventus. So it's going to be a throw taken. Galbraith, Kyle, back pass, Anderson, Jones, Anderson. Swindon have turned it around. Hartlepool 2-1 up. Swindon, sorry, 2-1 up. Headed back by Bolton. Love to see Plymouth losing from my POV after losing 3-0 to them a couple of weeks ago. I'm guessing that's what the yes was for. I might be worried otherwise. The only reason I'm worried about you saying yes, see either Bolton have scored or you're happy about Plymouth. I'm guessing you're happy about Plymouth, which I'm hoping that's the case. I think it is. Galbraith. Pass inside. Smith. It's Barlow. It looks like Tommy Rowe's on the wide front and Barlow's more centre. Chance here, maybe. Oh, is that a penalty? Should that have been a penalty? Roll out from Bolton. Chance here. Bolton going to come forward. Pass inside. Bolton just trying to work it around here. Sheffield United lead away at Reading. Reading in some potentially deep trouble here in the relegation zone, especially with that points deduction. Ball over the top. Bolton's still on the ball here, trying to find that through pass. It's passed backwards, around to the side. Just still in the attacking half. 3-0 Chelsea. Juventus getting battered. Ball through here. Oh, that's a great pass. Ball in. Header. Oh, just wide. Again, that's an easy chance for 3-0 Bolton. Completely unbelievable chance. And that could have very easily been the game wrapped up there. Do you think Dudu fits our system? Like, we've got two big strikers that are low on confidence. You know what? I've probably had this deep thought since we signed him, but I think Joe Dudu was panic anyway because we need to fight a striker because we didn't get the funds in time to do it on deadline day because the whole Will Griggs situation and the paperwork around Aidan O'Brien. So, I think Joe Dudu was panic anyway, but sometimes I feel like more and more he just doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't really fit the system. Sometimes. I also feel like we need some wide playmakers / wingers because you notice when a proper winger plays, such as Taylor, we control the game more and also create more chances. Hawula is more of a wide striker. Yeah, I get that. It's a chance here for Bolton to break again, just allowing them the space. I get the shadowing movements from some of our players, but some of them are not pressing them. And again, just open movements. Through ball. Oh, it's straight to Lewis Jones. If that had a little touch on it, that would have probably been 3-0 and all. I think Bolton have been the most exciting team in the second half so far by a mile. I think, again, it's been all Bolton Wanderers in the second half so far. I'll say that with a strong mindset. Tom Anderson finds Carl Noyle. That's a stat. I'll tell you what, that's a stat. Richie Wellens has a worse disciplinary record than any of his players this season. 3 yellows and a red. Oh, boy. Oh, God. That's a stat, isn't it? Here we go. Bolton through ball. Chance to put it in if they can. Oh, it turns inside. It's brilliant from Bolton. Tackle there, though, in the box. I thought that could have been a penalty, that. It's Jones. I think it's Gordon on the ball now. Still on the ball. Through pass. Lay off. Oh, God. Just wide. God. It's so bad. It is so bad. Today's just been so bad. Missing all our chances where we could have got 2 or 3-0 up in the first half, and then we after the half hour mark, we just completely throw it away with a red card and 2 goals conceded. Just completely throw it away. And Bolton look like they've got more energy, more fight. We just play it around the park, and we've got no attacking intent in the second half at all. Again, Bolton head it away. Again, hesitancy again from Rovers. Nothing on the second ball. Pass inside. Bolton going to go through again here. Jones. It's back again for Williamson. Ricardo Santos. Back down to Williamson. Liam Gordon. I mean, any of those Bolton fans that were questioning why Ian Evatt played 2 left-backs probably don't question his selection against Doncaster Rovers again, or at least against Doncaster Rovers, because there we go. Ball across again. I mean, they're just passing us off the park here, and it's going to take 1 ball through, and it'll be 3-0. 1 ball through, and it'll be 3-0. I'm sure of it. It's going to come. Liam Gordon into space, just allowed the space. Simple ball through, layoff, deflection, and it goes 3-0. And it's only what Bolton Wanderers deserve. They've been the better team in the second half. And we've been absolutely shambolic once again. absolute shambles. This, oh, God's sake. And just like that, simple as that. It's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. 56th minute. '57th minute even, and it's George Thomason. George Thomason. R.I.P. Yeah, the plague demon summoning death upon this club. I don't think a striker is a top priority in January because despite Okunabira being ruled out for the foreseeable future, we have people which, as the doing Hawula and to be honest, even Bogle, but I wouldn't picture Kerr. Bogle's not going to get picked. No way is he getting picked. Wellens needs to go tomorrow and put Cops as new manager. No, don't do that to Cops. Don't do that to Cops. Don't ruin that legacy of his. We did that before with Butler. If Wellens gets sacked and they bring in an interim manager till the end of the season and write this season off, it's just an absolute joke. Wellens needs to go now before it gets too late. His tactics are rubbish and boring. Where's the exciting football we were promised? No matter what the injury situation, where's the exciting football we were promised? It's absolutely nowhere. On comes Xavier Amechi to replace Owen Doyle. Charlie says Wellens has to go. It's time. Enough is enough. I don't think he's going to get sacked. If Wellens was to leave, he'd do if Wellens was to ever leave this club as a manager, he'd do the whole love for the club thing and just agree on a on a sensible, friendly parting ways. That's how he'd do it. Because he's not the kind of, and he's a former player. He's not going to get sacked. You know, we don't know what replacements are out there, and it's highly likely we can't afford a replacement. So the board are not going to sack Richie Wellens. The only way he leaves is of his own accord. You know, that's the only way he leaves now. That's the only way he'll ever leave. 3-0 against a team with 14 fit senior players out. Barely 6 subs. It's just no excuses. There's been factors in some of the results, but this one, there's nothing. There's absolutely no excuses with this one. A team with an even worse injury record than us, on just as bad, if not a worse, well, not even worse, just as bad run in their own right, run of form, just as bad. So you can't make any excuses because they're in a similar position to us. What the hell is going on with this club, says Finley. I don't even have a clue anymore. I think Wellens has to go. What even happened to Bogle? Was there a fallout between him and Wellens? Well, chatted to Richie in pre-season, and he said the thing with Romar Bogle is he just needs to improve his positioning and his finishing. And then, literally weeks later, or sort of towards it, sort of a couple of games into the start of the season, it was completely frozen out. So I couldn't explain the drastic transformation. But like I said, Omar Bogle's been in a similar situation with Wigan, so it's not the first time either. So I'm not going to use Bogle or Williams and anything like that as an excuse. Hope you stay up, lads. DRFC says football fan. I hope you guys have a good season as well. I'm sure you will. I think this could be the catalyst for Bolton turning their form around. And of course, we're the scapegoats. Once again. Bolton throw. Under half an hour to go. We've still half an hour left. Under half an hour left. We still haven't made any changes. we've kept the same team, and that is because we've got no depth. We've got kids on the bench that can't come on and make a difference unless a miracle happens. Let's be honest. The under 16s and the under 18s look amazing. There could be great future prospects for this club, but this is not their time. We need experience to get us out of this situation. It is not their time right now. We need the experienced lads to nurture them, mentor them off the field, and on the pitch, let them do the job. I think it's time to get Richie out. No more use of this. Says Finley. He's a Wellens outer. He wants Wellens out. ADT, what are your thoughts on Matt Smith coming from an Arsenal fan? I tell you what, Matt Smith's dynamic. I think he has potential, but he's not really going to get it here, is he? I mean, Arsenal might well just recall him in January and just send him somewhere else to get better football, because if we don't get better results here and we're still in the relegation zone, how's Matt Smith going to learn? Send him back to Charlton. He'll get better under Johnny Jackson. Obviously, still early days and time to turn the season around. We said early days a couple of months into the season. We're now halfway through the season. And I said, yeah, it's early days, but it just gets harder and harder. Jones, inside for Gordon. Gordon, deflection, out by Barlow. Forest Green have gone 2-0 up in League Two, so they're rectifying their lead at the top. Will you be doing more watch-alongs when you can? If they keep going these ways in terms of results, I might regret doing this, but no, I'll always... Any away games that are available to watch on iFollow, I will be doing watch-alongs of them. Any away games that are available to watch on the iFollow, I will be watching them and doing watch-alongs, so stay tuned for that. But any games that are at the Keepmoat Stadium that are midweek games, I'll be at them. So it's just the away ones that you can watch on iFollow, which I'll be doing watch-alongs off. Wellens needs to change formation. This 4-2-3-1 doesn't work. It's like under Moore and Butler, they tried the 4-2-3-1. It proves it doesn't work. We need 2 strikers and 2 out-and-out wingers. I completely get where you're coming from. Completely do. We need to get back to the 4-3-3, or even more interesting, why don't we go for a 3 at the back? Go for a 3-4-3, go for a 3-5-2, play Rowe and Noyle as your wing backs, or Rowe and Taylor, or Taylor and Noyle as your wing backs. Max, how's it going? What's your team doing tonight? Because if you're winning, you're doing better than us. Jones, ball in, it's left. Oh, it's deflected. That was a deflection away from being 4. What is going wrong? What's going on? WTF has happened here? Exactly. I still can't explain it. But yeah, the 4-2-3-1. It's so clear it doesn't work. We need Richie to change his formation, or we need a manager who will play a different formation. Either way, a change is needed. Ball in, good save from Jones, and it's taken away. That was a great stop by Lewis Jones. Again, could have been 4. It's a Bolton corner. 4-2-2-2, a good call for the team. You have more like a 4-4-2. The basic 4-4-2, it works. It actually works. Argyle losing 2 errors, so don't stress. The top of the league. We're second from bottom. They are not a rival of us right now. They're really not. Ball through. They're not offside. Deflection. It's another corner. Bolton have just been completely on the front foot this entire second half, and we've just been absolutely opening the gates and just letting them through. It's like being stopped at the door of a nightclub. You give them a fake ID saying you're David Beckham, even though you don't look like him, and the security guards are so stupid. They're like, okay, come on through, David Beckham. It's stupid, to be honest. It really is. Hull are playing Cardiff tomorrow night, and we go 19th or maybe 18th, so good luck to Hull. Wednesday 1-1. What's happened to Rovers? We have the worst record. We have the most goals conceded, the least goals scored, and our top goal scorer is a fullback. How does that work? Last season was this bad. Last season's collapse wasn't this bad. And is that an injury? Oh God, it's Tommy Rowe on the ground. Don't tell me Tommy Rowe's injured. Please tell me it's just a little impact thing. That's a good save again from Lewis Jones. Just replaying the save from Lewis Jones for that earlier corner. But yeah, like I said, it's just. And again, what was the player doing at the end of that? What was the player doing at the end of that? It was just allowing the ball to go out of play. Looks like Tommy Rowe's down. If I was a Rovers fan, I'd want Mullins out because clearly he's underachieving. Last season, you were in a promotion fight. Exactly. This time last season, we were we were nearly top of the league, and now we're second from bottom. 12 months later, it's a bit mad, to be perfectly honest. Looks like we could be about to make a change here. Thiago Chaker's come on. Finley says, "What's the point of Chaker coming on? He's not going to duo." Well, it depends who's coming off. To be honest, is it Tommy Rowe? Don't tell me we're taking Tommy Rowe off Thiago Chaker. Oh, you go. Well, Rowe's injured, but I know Rowe's injured, so it makes sense. But Jesus Christ. I'd have rather put Kalea on, to be honest. No offense to Thiago, but I would rather play Kalea ahead of him. I'd rather put Kalea on. Or I'd keep Barlow on the wing. I'd keep Taylor on the wing. I'd put Galbraith more advanced, and I'd bring Liam Ravenhill on for game time. 3-0 to the Wanky Wanderers. Who do you have next? We have Burton Albion, who are battering a team 4-0 tonight. Fun times. And it's away from home as well. Ball inside, it's left by everyone. Gordon, deflection, and it's almost 4-0. That was a slight deflection from 4-0. I mean, Jesus Christ. This just gets worse and worse. Left by everyone. Deflection. And they were looking for a penalty. It's a corner. God. Patted away by Jones. Finley says I'd rather play Faulkner. I'd like to see Bobby Faulkner given a chance. Got nothing else to lose. Play the kids. Just over 20 minutes to go now. It's not looking great at all, is it? It really isn't. Oh, God. This game has just deflated the life of me. It's just deflating the life out of me. It's going to be out for another corner. ADT says, or is it because you have a worse squad this season compared to last season? It's a weird one, mate. It's an entirely new squad. It's a completely new squad. Ball in from the corner, cleared away. I think only Tom Anderson, John Bostock, and technically Bogle and Williams survived from last season. Ethan Galbraith going on a fantastic run in, trying to make stuff happen. Donny free kick, and so it should be. Yeah, it's a completely new squad. Only 4 players survived from that squad. 3-0 Portsmouth against Lincoln. They're crumbling. I don't know what to do with this club anymore. It's a tough situation, isn't it? It really is. You know, is this the short-term pain that we have to suffer for long-term glory? Is there a long-term glory? I don't know. Ball in, bit of a back heel there. Deflected, and it's gone out for a throw. I really hope you don't go down this season because football is football and outcomes are final, just like the rest of the season we have VAR. It's going to be tough. And like I said, I don't think we'll go straight back up if we go down. But here we go. Bolton on the run. It was a missed touch from Matt Smith, who almost took it away. It's deflected, and it's going to be another corner, isn't it? Just like that, Bolton could have made it 4. Just like that. This is Bolton back to their best, and this is us at our worst. Just like that. Look at this. It was a missed touch from Matt Smith. He just goes inside all the players, open amount of space. Luckily, I think that was Carl Noyle coming back to bring the challenge in. Yeah, it was Carl Noyle, thank God. Carl Noyle with the tackle, and yeah, it's Not looking good. Delphinizo's coming on for Bolton. So we'll see who he's replacing. It's going to be a corner for Bolton. Swung in. Goes over the head of Joe Do. It's going to be another corner. Came off the deflection. Don't get why Wellens signed Kerr after we said we are only getting loan players with EFL experience. To be honest with you, I kind of agree. I'm a bit confused with that one. But there we go. Bolton take the corner short. Yep, Delphinizo's on the pitch. Ball in. It's offside anyway, so it will be a goal kick. Let's get the Bolton score up to see the So Bolton up to 11th. That's great for them, isn't it? But there we go. Yep, Delphinizo on in the 71st minute. And they brought off Kieran Lee as well. They brought off a midfielder. And Doyle came off in the 59th minute for Amechi. And Lee came off for Delphinizo. Oh, God. I mean, it gets harder and harder to get anything out. I think it's less likely now that we're going to get anything from this game, as if it was even possible at 2-0. They've kept it in here, Bolton. Brought down in the box. That's not going to be a penalty. Could have been 4-0 if it was. 3-1 Swindon now. Hartlepool completely collapsed here, like us. Just double checking the Thiago Kerr change. They brought off John Taylor. It was even worse than I thought. They brought off John Flipping Taylor. You've just got to sit back and laugh now. For a moment, I thought it was Rowe coming off, but it's not. It's John Taylor. I mean, did you even expect anything less anymore? I make the change on the banner now. But did you even expect anything more embarrassing? Nothing against Jakar, but come on. Come on. Oh, good save there by Lewis Jones. Don't understand taking Kieran Lee off, even winning 3-0 without the experience of MJ Williams. Interesting. Sheffield Wednesday scored 2-1. Wing got 2-2 draw. Josh Windass winner. I said we miss Windass. Next game, I'd like to see Tommy Rowe in a deeper position and Galbraith or Barlow in the position Rowe was playing today, with possibly Hawula on the left-hand side. Hopefully Hawula's back for Saturday, which it sounds like he might be. maybe changing up the squad that much was a mistake because clearly they're taking ages to settle in as a team. 100%. I think, well, to be fair, some of it wasn't even in our control because some of it was down to the board and the contracts and the whole situation around Darren Moore. And again, a slip. It's a slip. It's a slip by one of our players. And one deflection took it, and it could have been 4-0. And it's out for a throw. Yeah, some of it wasn't even in the control of Welland. Some of it was out of his hands. Players like L'Aquilo and that leaving on a free. Players just walking out on a free transfer, getting no value for them, like Ben Whiteman, like Marquise. Players that we get no value for whatsoever. Yeah, it's just something really doesn't feel right deep down at this club. I say that as a fact. People in the past have called me a mouthpiece for the club, but I'll say this as someone who loves the club. I think there's something deeper going on that we don't know about. Do you think Wickham 3-0? Do you think Bowley's your best striker, even though he doesn't play at this present time? Probably. I would take Michael Flynn as new manager if Wellens goes. I mean, Michael Flynn's a great manager. I think he deserves the step up. I think he'll get a job in League One. Will it be us? I don't know. I wish I knew what you're going on about by a Doncaster fan. Yeah, fair enough. We've got 13 minutes to go, guys. We're going to put the link in the chat. We're going to make it a bit sooner. We're going to put it in with 2 or 3 minutes to go until added time. Tackle there, and Donny is a free kick. Yeah, easy tackle, easy free kick. All the best, Donny and Bolt, for the rest of the season. Good night, all. See you later, Captain Nat. See you later. Donny free kick, almost 12 minutes exactly to go. 3-0 Bolton against 10-man Rovers. That's how bad we are. Oh boy. Yeah, tonight's just not our night. It's completely not our night. I know I'm going to get messages from Niall and Charlie saying Donny are going to be relegated to the conference in the next 2 years. I mean, someone's tagged me in a poll on Twitter. 291 votes, 97% say Wellens out, 2.7% say Wellens in. I'm still one of the ones that's Wellens in because his hands haven't exactly been dealt a massive blow here. But yeah, it does. I'm not going to lie, it does get harder and harder to say Wellens in. And again, there's another chance that goes begging for Bolton that could have made it 4-0. Even some of the Wellens outers say that a new gaffer won't change this. But apparently they'll be very surprised if he's still here tomorrow morning. But there's, again, people have said it before, there's 2 big issues with the managerial situation. We won't want to pay him off, and who would take on the job? That's realistically what we're looking at here. Deflection, chance here for Bolton, cleared away by Rovers, and again it could have been 4-0 again. Again, some fans believe that sacking Wellens won't be the main issue at the club. Some people believe Wellens being removed from the managerial job won't solve all the problems and it'll just keep them going worse and worse and worse. And I think they're right to say that. Whether I think there's a deeper problem at the club is up to them, but I mean, like I said, I think something deep's going on that we don't know about, but yeah, he's one of those really. Chance here again. I mean, Bolton have come forward so much. I remember I said it earlier in the stream. I said it. I absolutely said it spot on. First off, we could have scored 2 or 3 chances, and then suddenly flick a switch, and we turn into absolute something that you leave on the back of your shoe from a dog's backside. It's like a dog just bent over and done something on our shoes from his backside. And that explains how quick our heads drop. We haven't got that person yet on the pitch or off the pitch that keeps their heads up when they concede a goal. We can see one, we fall apart. Simple as that. It's not going to get better. I don't think changing a manager would make it any better, in my opinion. People can say Wellens out, Wellens out, but at the end of the day, what other manager comes in? Would we pay him off? No. And also, we'd need to be very specific about our managerial choice. We need someone who's got a way of keeping players' heads up. I mean, Rovers fans and rivals, comment down below what kind of managerial choices you'd select. But header away again, corner. Comment down below, realistically, who's out there right now that would take on the Rovers job if Wellens was sacked tomorrow morning? Who would take on the job? Who realistically would take it on with a small contract? Because realistically, you're looking at a 1-year rolling contract. Ball in. Oh, good save from Lewis Jones. It's going to be a corner. Fingertips from Lewis Jones there. Great chance from Gethin Jones there for Bolton. Bolton have just completely flicked a switch this half. Flicked a switch big time. Is now the time for me as a Bolton fan to stop singing Bolton get battered? Maybe. I'm off. See you later. See you later, football fan. Welcome. Thank you for coming on. If there's one player that you could bring back who left last season, who would it be? Coppinger all the way. If you're not including retired players, I'd probably go with Reece James because I think he was fantastic last season. Even during the bad games, he was great. He had his off moments, yes, but he was one of our best players, arguably our best player of the season. Every time we lose, Wellens doesn't take the responsibility. He just finds excuses. Well, there was that whole thing, wasn't there, about the pitch, wasn't there, about how we get so many injuries because of the pitch. And I guess you guess where he's coming from. But, at the end of the day, I think I said it in one of the reviews recently. I question the medical staff and what we're doing with that. We are awful. We are dreadful, mate. Bored out, Wellens out. We are shocking, says Andrew. Fair opinions. You got your rights to your own opinion. Charlton Athletic fan, what happened to you? There we are. I don't know. We're absolutely shocking. Yeah, we are. Hey there, how you doing? Great channel, I see. Hopefully I can grow just like you, bro. And I'm going to be honest, this has been a disgrace to have, but the Rovers will bounce back. See, I wish I had more confidence that the Rovers will bounce back. I really do. We lose every away day. Every away. Our away form is I tell you what, our away form will get us relegated. It's time for Wellens to pack up. Pack up your troubles, get your old get back. Don't worry about the kind of you. I was listening to that a few weeks ago, to be fair. It's great that I found that song again. But yeah, pack up your troubles, and Xylophone thinks it's time to pack up your troubles and go bye-bye. Can't even remember who got sent off after this performance. It was a low. Plymouth Argyle 3-0 down now versus Wickham. Yeah, that's put a smile on my face at least. The Plymouth are 3-0 down. Rovers here, ball over again. No one there, and it's just gonna peter out. And Bolton are gonna take this and run with it. Bolton have an attack again, just being allowed to go through so easily. Such an easy run. Bit of a scuffle there as well. Free kick, just over the bar. Goal kick to Rovers. Full time at home park. Can't wait till we play at home. Maybe we can pull off a draw. That'd be the day. Ordered my Lincoln away ticket last Monday, 24 quid. Don't know who's more daft, me or this board, thinking we could survive on our budget. Our Plymouth, your rivals, don't they come from a completely different part of the country? No, I said they're not our rivals in terms of league table rivals because, you know, they're at the top and we're pretty much at the bottom. But yeah. Was going to do a video tonight about this game, but wasted time, I think, after what's gone on. No. Go for it. Go for it. I love to see new channels. Just started YouTube also. It's not the best combo, but tonight has been shambolic. Yeah. Not the best game to start on. We need to go back to 4-3-3 or 4-4-2, which got us into the playoff ever since we changed it to 4-2-3-1. We finished at the bottom of the league. I agree. I live in Lincoln. I'm not sure Lincoln away will be worth the journey. 4-0 Chelsea now. Oh, he's skied it. It could have been 4 again. Honestly, Bolton could have made it 6 or 7 tonight. It really could in that second half. I think the club is financially struggling. As a drink and a hot dog is like £7 and a bag of sweets is £3.50. What is Doncaster? Yeah, it is not a great situation, is it? But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the StreamYard link in the chat so you guys can come on, get ready backstage to have your say at full time. Only a couple of minutes left till added time, so you've still got a few minutes to get yourselves backstage and get ready. Still got a few minutes left anyway, so. Yeah, I think Bolton's just happy to play around now. We're guaranteed to lose this game. And we're going to be. In fact, let's have a look at the league table, actually. Where are we going to be? Where are we going to be? Rest of League One's finished. Pretty much. Yeah, we're still going to be, you know, second from bottom with 2 games in hand. But we are 4 points for safety. With a game in hand on Gillingham. And 2 games in hand on other teams. Deflection there. It's going to be Donny throw. That's the StreamYard link. Definitely need a new manager. We can change a few things around like Chevy did for Boss so far. Yeah, it's different levels, but it's the same story. A manager will change things. Salford equalised with 9 men. Oh, mate, Charlie's not going to be happy, is he? And have we got another injury? I don't know. To be honest, if you look like Burton last season, they were looking bad, but they turned it around. Yeah, they turned it around because they had a decent. I think Burton just had that belief. I think it just didn't feel like their sort of season at that point, but they turned it around. It was Carl Noyle that was down. Actually, no, it wasn't. It wasn't Brendan Horton. It was Carl Noyle. 2 managers with Butler and Wellens. What can we bloody do? Exactly. We're into 90 minutes now. They're about to put the board for added time. It's going to be 2 added minutes. 2 minutes. So, yeah, get ready backstage because it's going to be tough. It's going to be really, really tough. In fact, I'm going to post it on Twitter as well. I'm going to post the StreamYard link on Twitter as well. Let's get more Rovers fans involved. Post that. Oh, what if I post the YouTube link and then them to do it that way? Maybe that'll be better. YouTube link. Oh, extra space there. Yeah. So the link's on Twitter as well, so you guys can call in and have your say. I don't think it can carry on much longer than this, surely. Not just us having a bad night now. Well, we've had a bad night most seasons, and that's full time. That is full time. It is a 3-0 defeat at the University of Bolton Stadium. It's another away defeat. It's another loss away from home. And we just looked lethargic. We just looked shambolic. We just any kind of bad thing to say. We looked that. We absolutely looked that. No word tomorrow. I think I can feel a run and coke coming on after that shambles. Let me guess, Mullins will blame injuries. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it came up. I'll say that. Kind of got my name from your channel, to be honest, bro. Congrats on 1K. Thank you very much. Could be 2K soon. Who knows? He came in with such hope. That's the thing with Wellens. He came in with such hope and optimism. And look how it's turned out. We're going to go in call order. So if you are backstage and you're in the queue, don't worry, you will get said at some point. I will put the StreamYard link in the chat again. So if you got, oh, hang on, that's the YouTube link. Why do I keep messing this up? That's the YouTube link. I don't know why I put that, but there we go. This is the StreamYard link. So you guys can go on and have your site if you guys want to call in. So let's go through in call order. So let's start with Max. Max, 3-0, 10 men. Second half, it looked even worse than the first half, or the end of the first half, should we say. Where do we go from here?
We can't sack Wellens. It will be a complete waste. You know, January is just around the corner. It will be a complete waste. We will have had however many months with Wellens that just go down the drain, and the new manager will have to come in and, completely rebuild, and they'll have the transfer window to do that. But I don't think it's enough, because they'll want more physicality in the team, as most managers at this level do, which we just don't have. I say maybe mid-February. If the transfers haven't worked, then he goes.
Yeah, I completely get where you're coming from. I really do. I mean, that second half performance was even worse than the first half.
I mean, yeah. Well, we didn't concede, luckily. But I think we lack leaders on the pitch. We don't have that talisman role. I think we need a new captain, to be honest, because
Really?
just like how like Andy Butler and Coppinger, and just think of like old senior players and like old captains like Rob Jones, how they used to be. They were larger than life on the pitch, if you know what I mean. And we just don't have that at the moment.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from with that. Our best player on the pitch was probably Taylor, but even that didn't save us from a battering. I mean, let's say Wellens gets sacked tonight. Who realistically you think is out there would come in and do a job? Or do you think the board will just give an interim job to the end of the season and write this season off?
No, they won't do that. And I mean, I can't immediately think of anybody who's out there. Was it Scunthorpe? They got rid of their manager, but that wasn't because he was any good. So I don't think we'll be looking for him. I don't know of any. I mean, well, there's a bloke who used to have a job down in Manchester that's recently unemployed, but I don't think he'll be coming to Rovers. So no, there's not many options out there. So I think they'll keep him on until after January, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that seems a realistic possibility. Max, thanks for everything on the show tonight. Much appreciated.
Cheers, mate. See you.
There we go. Madja Gomez is next. Madja, how are you?
I'm fuming, Aaron.
What's your thoughts on that then? 3-0.
Pathetic.
I mean,
Got to go, Aaron. He's got to go.
You think Wellens got to go?
He's got to.
I mean, can you even pick out any positives from tonight?
No, the only positive, Joseph Olowu.
Because he got sent off.
He showed the fight we desire.
Fair enough. Thank you very much for coming on, and much appreciated.
Love you, Aaron.
Cheers. Next up, Sam. Disappointing performance tonight. Really disappointing, but then again, not for the first time.
Oh, Charles, it's same again, isn't it? Richie Wellens doesn't have a clue, mate. Oh, I said it from the start. You see me on Twitter back in when we just went on that run at the start of the season and we didn't win games, and I got called an idiot. I got called a fool, and now look, I predicted the future, Charles. You know what I mean?
I mean, Andrew says it here in the comment section. Do Rovers fans really trust Wellens to spend any more money? It's not really just Wellens, is it? It's the board that give them the funds to spend as well. Do the fans really trust the board to go out and spend the money?
Yeah,
And
Wellens
for some
told
fans,
us that
not really.
Thiago Cuca was a wonder kid, didn't he? He told him that he's going to score 25 goals or whatever he said, and he's awful.
I mean, I'm actually lost for words about that performance. I mean, the third goal that we conceded in the second half was just it was laughable.
Yeah, I think some of these players he just brought in for just because we didn't have any players. I think, do you know what Wellens is going to sit right at top at stand? I reckon he's just playing farm heroes or something. You know, app on phone. Because he's obviously not doing it. And then what's he doing at training ground? He's obviously not doing it, is he? You don't have a clue. He's probably just, I don't even know, just having a little chill out, playing Football Manager on laptop, innit?
I mean, Wellens has got a worse disciplinary record than any of our players. He's got 3 yellow cards and a red. I mean,
He needs to sort himself out before players, doesn't he?
I mean, one player did get a red tonight. Of course, that was Joseph Olowu. We did speak about if that was a red card challenge. What do we do next then against Bolton? I mean, we might have Close back, we might have Awula back, but now we've got Olowu out. Do we give one of the young defenders a chance now? Do we give Blythe or Faulkner a chance?
One of my pals plays for under 15s over at Donny, and I swear down, he would do a better job than some of them defenders. Honestly, he's a centre back, and honestly, he'd do a better job than some of these defenders down here. Because honestly, some team really, honestly, play under 18s or whatever, and then, hey, I've got a plan. say play under 18s against Burton or whoever our next game is, and then next game they're too tired, and the next game they're still too tired. You know, like Bolton did ages ago.
Yeah, I completely get where you're getting from. Sam, thank you very, very much for coming on the show, mate. Really,
No problem, mate. See you next time.
Appreciate it. See you later, mate. Great to have you on. Connor's next. Connor, another disappointing performance.
Very disappointment. All I'm saying is, I think the manager should be gone after this game.
Really? You think Welland should be sacked?
Should be gone.
I mean, bold statement. I mean, why do you feel like Welland should be sacked after today? Why is today the turning point for you?
Because if you think some games we've lost 1-2-0, but 3-0 today against a team who's only just been promoted, it's just dropped.
Yeah, it's one of those things. But this, again, Andrew brings up a great point. I want Welland out and the board out, but can anyone give me any realistic options for a new manager?
What I'm saying is probably try and get Coppinger in for end of season to manage, and then because you think he was an ex-Rovers player, and that he left last season. That's when it started going downhill. Because we've got no proper centre mid anymore.
Yeah, I completely get that. It would be a bit of a risk though with Coppinger, because if you think about it, again, we did that whole ex-player thing with Butler, and we thought it was going to work because he had that leadership about him, but we just went from top 4 to 14th. We just collapsed. So why would Coppinger be any different to Butler last season?
I think Coppinger's got more experience than Butler, so Coppinger could use his experience to try and get us up there. But if we're a transfer window, if we get good players, next 2-3 seasons, we could get up there and get promotion.
And if let's say Coppinger came in as interim from the Saturday on against Burton until the end of the season, who would, in your opinion, would be realistic? Imagine, let's use both scenarios. If we stayed up or if we went down, who would be the realistic manager target in the summer? Would it be someone in the club? Would it be someone that's available right now on a free and just wait till the summer? Or who would you be your ideal candidate realistically?
I would say get someone for free in, but then if he don't work, use an old player. Like with Man United, they sacked Ollie last night, and then now they've got Carrick in. So could we do something like that? Use an old player to end the season, then get a free manager in.
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea. It's again though, it's just that's what I mean. It's like the old catch-22 kind of thing. It's like, Wellens is a former player and it's not working. Bolton was a former player and it's not working. Moore is a former player, it's not working. Do we now go down a different route? If Wellens was to be sacked and we get a new manager in the summer, do we go down a different route? And do we go for someone that's managing in the very depths of lower league Europe, someone from what people would call the farmers leagues in Europe, and give them an opportunity in English football? Do we go down something a bit different?
What I'm saying is, if we go down a bit lower, get managers from there, if that doesn't work out, we can have a look like at high leagues like Championship, Premier League, get some managers in from there, and then that's when we might start getting up, get promotion, and then we can probably think about buying better players than we've got.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. Connor, thank you very, very much for coming on tonight. Much appreciated.
Yep, I'll be coming on the next one against Burton.
I know, it's just midweek match watch longs, I'm afraid. So, in fact, let's have a look at the schedule, actually, just so I know which one's the
I know we've got a game on the 7th of December against Oxford, because that's the
That's
game.
a home. That's a home game. I'm
Yeah.
going to be at the keep mode for that one, so there won't be a watch long for that one.
Well, I'll probably see you there anyway then.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm
probably.
going- Yeah, because people who I'm with, we've booked a box, so we'll probably see you there.
All right, no worries, bro. See you later.
See you later.
This kid's eating his mic. Big up Connor. Big up Connor. He's got great opinions. Let's go back through the comment section. We've got Aiden coming up later on. Fogden will be happy. He will be. We want our cops back. I mean, some fans are saying cops as an interim. I can't deal with this team. This needs to improve for Burton. The new Claude, RIP Claude, by the way. This guy right now, it's time to go. I want to find the clip. I want to find the clip and put it on, but I ain't got time. Oluwu gets a 10 out of 10 match rating. Everyone else gets 0 to 3. Oluwu gets a 10 out of 10. I mean, Jesus Christ. Worst goal difference in League One. I don't know who you're a fan of. I'm player. I don't know what team you're a fan of, so I don't know what the chant is, but just say it. Get Coppinger as our manager, says Connor. Chal get manager back on. Andy Butler back, Chal bro. What if we lose to Burton and Mansfield? What do we do then? Maybe it's inevitable that we get rid of the manager. Manager wants to come back on. What do you want to say?
Hi, Aaron. I just want to say, Wellens has to walk, I'm afraid. We're going backwards. League 2 tour is going to happen. You want to know who I want as manager?
Who do you want?
I want Andy Butler and Nick Buxton.
Okay.
Get them back.
Why would Andy Butler and Nick Buxton be the best option?
They will stabilise the club. Andy Butler's got more experience than Coppinger, so I don't get why our fans are saying get Coppinger back in. Because Andy Butler he was a good manager. How could any the players didn't want to play for Andy Butler? At the end of the day, you can't disagree with me there, Aaron.
Yeah, I said it in consecutive weeks that it's not all on the manager. It was on the players last season. The players were not playing for him. You could clearly see that. The players wanted to play for Darren Moore.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Andy Butler and Nick Buxton will stabilise the club going forward. They've got better pull than Wellens, so the players will sign. Won't be the likes of Joe Dodo. We need a striker at the end of the day. Get John Marcus back, get the band back together, and we'll be fighting for promotion.
Thing is, though, are we going to fight for promotion in League 2 next season now?
No, we're staying up, Aaron. Trust me on that.
Why do you think we're going to stay up? Because, changing the manager won't change anything. But why do you think we're going to stay up? Because you got Bolton fans coming on social media now saying that here's a tweet from a Bolton fan. Doncaster are quite possibly the worst team I've ever seen us play. They'd struggled in that show of a league last season. Be surprised if one's is still in the job tomorrow morning. At least you finally got to play at the Reebok. So of course talking about the cancelled game.
Well, Bolton fans are backward. Let's be real. The bottle jobs don't want to play the mighty Rovers.
But honestly, when you got Bolton fans who have been on such a bad run, saying, that we are the worst team they've played, and they'd be surprised if Wellens doing the job tomorrow. I mean, there's no argument really, is there?
No, I would be surprised if Wellens is in the job tomorrow.
But to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised because I know the board want to keep Wellens on no matter what.
If you was on the board, Aaron, would you sack Wellens?
It's so hard for me because if he wasn't a former player, he'd have been gone by now. Because he's a former player, there is that sentimental value about it. But there's a time to stop being sentimental, and maybe the time is now.
Well, I agree there. Wellens has to go. Get Nick Buxton and Andy Butler back in. The ship will set sail to Championship.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not going to say the words Wellens out. That's up for other people to decide. But you know, I definitely think a change, some kind of big change, is needed on the pitch, whether it's the
Well,
manager, whether
how
it's
about
the
this, Aaron?
tactics.
Baldwin out or Wellens out?
What, Bogle or Wellens?
Baldwin.
Oh, Baldwin or Wellens. God, see, I'm going to get either side angry at me if I say either one. Because if I say Baldwin over
Don't sit on the
Wellens,
fence, Aaron. You watch them splinters.
right, right. I'm going to come straight out with it. If I was to choose between Baldwin and Wellens, I'd probably choose Wellens, to be honest.
Yep. Baldwin out.
You're
Neto.
Thanks for coming on the show, Madge. Much
Thanks,
appreciated.
Aaron. Love you.
Thank you very much. Let's go through some of them comments. Coppinger's a better manager than Andy Butler. Coppinger really have Rovers fans all turned deluded. Just comments about Mike Muncher. We could have played the kids tonight. That's true. Bolton could have played the kids tonight, and they would have still brought out a decent result. Opinions on the board, Shell. It's a hard one because they've done some good stuff, but they made the thing is that people need to understand with our board, right? They're great at keeping this club afloat, but they need to understand the main thing they need to improve on is football decisions. They haven't made great football decisions. They've made great off the field decisions, but the football decisions need a lot of work. We need more people that know football decisions in charge of the football side of things. That's where I'm sort of coming from. If one was to go, who would you want? I might end up doing an in-depth video once. If Wellens gets sacked, I might end up doing an in-depth video about that. He's a better player and manager because he has more experience getting Coppinger as manager. Coppinger hasn't managed once. Yeah, he's got a point there. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying nobody out unless we get another smashing like 5 goals. That's true. What have they done that's good? I'll always respect the club for keeping us afloat and keeping us alive. You know, I'll always respect them for having a football club. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's football decisions that have got to come into effect, whether you're a football club, not a business. The business stuff's been all right, but the football stuff's not been fantastic. Let's be honest. You know, possibly 2 relegations in the space of 6 years to League Two. John Ryan never got us down to League Two again. After we came up to League One consecutively from the conference in League Two, we never went back down to League Two under John Ryan. This could be 2 relegations in the space of 5 or 6 years. It's not great at all from a football standpoint. Well, get Big Wellens gone, says Yori. Rotherham going up the league. Yeah. Up the Millers, I'm guessing. Thanks for having me on. Buller and Buxton's Barmy Army. We lost 6-0 twice. Sure, that's enough to start ringing alarm bells. Well, yeah, obviously. Easiest red the ref will give all season. I thought it was a red as well. A lot of people going for Wellens, for Liam. League 2 tour inbound, sat Wellens. What I can understand is Wellens signed his players that he wants and can't play them all the same team and can't see what he's even trying to do. I get that. They've got to focus on the club Doncaster and took their eye off the ball. I kind of get. We're all going on League 2 tour. We're going down. We're going up again. No ambition from the board, says Billy. Joe is back. Joe, what a disappointing performance. Is it time for Wellens to go?
I've not made my decision on that yet, mate. Like, to be fair, I don't. Who else have we got lined up to take over if Wellens goes?
More than likely, it's going to be the same situation as Darren Moore. It's going to be an interim to the end of the season and write the season off.
Well, I don't want any season to be written off. I want to be pushing for survival or playoffs every season because we are a proud club. We're proud fans, and that's what, as a fan base and a club, we deserve.
We've had so much bad luck over the last couple of decades. We need something.
I don't know what this season we can have. Like, with the players we've got out injured, like, we've got a Kennebery gone for 4 months, Roshan Williams 5 or 6 weeks. We've got loads others. They're just the 2 off of my head that are affecting us most. Is there something medically negligent going on behind the scenes, or maybe just poor physios behind the scenes? Like, why are these injuries so long term?
Yeah, I completely get that. Couple of comments here. Playing Tommy Rowe said about when you have two defenders on the bench, he's lost the plot. Keep well into his class. That's a Millers fan. What is Doncaster's level? Truly top end League 2. What more do you expect as a club and town? From a Bolton fan. Atkins till the end of the season, worth a shout, says Andrew. I mean, would Nigel Atkins seriously keep us up with
Well,
with how bad he was at Charlton?
he was pretty poor at Charlton. With this squad, I don't know what any manager can do. Even if we had even Tuchel or Guardiola, I don't know what to do with the injury issues, with the physios we've got, and with how little ambition the players out on the pitch are showing. I don't even know if an elite level manager like a Tuchel or a Guardiola could even keep us up. It's like the players, like once we have like 3 or 4 mistakes in a game, we sort of give up and sort of start passing around the back and let the opposition just tackle us and dribble through us.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. Top end League 1 is Rovers level. A bit of commentary there in the comments. I mean, what are you expecting now? After the end of this, do you think we're going to see an announcement about Wellens going realistically, or do you think it's just going to be the usual Black Friday Day 3 sale tomorrow?
I'm not expecting Wellens to go because I think the board have a long-term view as Wellens as their manager. I think they're hoping they can keep Wellens for as long as possible. They want to keep him multiple seasons. They want to work with him. Why would they have brought him in as a permanent manager if they thought otherwise? Like, they'll probably just promote an old match from a previous season where we did well just to keep fans on side.
Yeah, I think that's the classic thing to do here. I mean, one of the comments earlier was, I'll not say Wellens out until we get another 5-0 battering. Can fans wait for another 5-0 battering or a 6-0 battering to get the manager out?
I don't want to see another 5-0 battering. I don't want to see another loss pathetically. I don't want to see another game like we've just seen tonight. I want to see us get on a consistent good run.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there. I mean, what do we do against Bolton now? Because, we've got Alowu sent off, so it looks like we're going to play Anderson and one of the youth defenders, Ben Blythe or Bobby Faulkner or someone else. I mean, imagine if Wellens on Saturday puts Horton at centre-back and plays Tommy Rowe at left-back. I mean, is that a sackable offence in itself?
Well, it's not, because what I was thinking is, with Alowu being suspended, Roshan Williams being out for 5 or 6 weeks, I'd put Horton centre-back, Rowe at left-back, I'd put Galbraith at the 10, I'd put Asani in the pivot alongside Matt Smith. And that's how you could patch up there without using too many youth players while keeping them on the bench so we don't run them thin, injury or suspension-wise.
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting direction to go. I mean, obviously, we've got Bolton next. In fact, hang on, let me get my schedule out because I've got the games on here. I mean, to be fair, I did say, I think a while ago, that there was a run of games with teams that we were facing that were near us or around us that we needed to win. And it went all the way back to Cheltenham. In fact, it went all the way back to Gillingham. It was Gillingham, Cheltenham, Cambridge, Charlton, Crewe, Lincoln, Bolton. I think Bolton was the end point, I guess. So Gillingham lost, Cheltenham won, Cambridge drew, Charlton lost, Crewe draw, Lincoln draw, Bolton lost. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out of those last 7 games, we've won 1, we've drawn 3, and we've lost 3. And I said that after those 7 games, it would truly say to me if we're in a relegation battle or not. Do you think we're in a relegation battle this season?
The hopeful, fun part of me is still begging myself to believe that we're not. Like, I'm saying, just fighting my own sort of sense, saying, no, we're not. But then, like, the realistic part of me saying, we probably are if this carries on for another even month now. We're in November. We've played 18 games. Like, the season ends sort of April, May. If it continues inconsistent or poor form for another month, I'll probably come to that realization that we're in a relegation battle. But I still hope that some miracle can happen and that we can turn it around somehow. Like, maybe a way to do that would be try out Omar Bogle at striker, try out Ed Williams in midfield, give them a few starts. Like, why?
I think the manager's got to bite his tongue now about Bogle and Williams. There's no excuses. He's got to give them at least a chance now.
Give them a chance. They can't be any worse than the players we've tried in this recent run of games that we've been so poor in. Omar Bogle, he might bring something finishing wise. He might score us some goals. Ed Williams could set something up, could bring back a sense of creativity, a sense of attacking impetus. Like, you don't know if you don't try these players. They could revive us if they get used.
Yeah, 100%. Andrew says here, what about Chesterfield manager? He's fine with them. I mean, thing is, can we even afford James Rowe from Chesterfield? With Chesterfield want to keep their manager, I'm assuming, as much as they can. Would James Rowe be a great person to solve the problems, or do you think that could be a risk getting someone from non-league?
Would James Rowe want to come and work with this board and this squad that's just going to leave maybe this season, next season, or season after, either on freeze or loans expiring? Would you want to work with a board that doesn't spend any money or receive any money in windows and just relies on loanees and free transfers? Would you want to work with that? Would you want to work with a squad that doesn't have any aspirations within themselves?
Yeah, and I think that's the big question for any manager, to be fair, because there's a lot of experienced managers out there. Your Neil Harris's, your Nigel Atkins, your Newton, Eddie Newton's as well. He's an underrated name, in my opinion, from the free agents list. Managers, would any of them want to work in the conditions that we are in now financially? Because I think even our own board can admit we're not the richest club in the world. We can admit we're not the richest club in the world. Who could work under these conditions realistically?
I don't know. Could even the best manager in the world achieve anything under these financial conditions?
It's an interesting debate. We could go on about it forever. Joe, thank you very, very much for coming on the show. Much appreciated.
Thanks a lot, Aaron.
Thank you very much. Aiden's here. Aiden, a shocking performance tonight. That second half, Bolton was all over us all the way through. What has to happen now? Does Wellens need to go?
I don't know, but I think the board, Wellens, and all the staff need to sit down and seriously talk to each other.
Yeah, there needs to be some kind of meeting.
Yeah, because it can't just be the players. There's got to be something in the behind the scenes that we don't know that's seriously affecting this club.
Yeah, I mean, how would you sort of sum up today's performance? I mean, what would you say is the what we lacked today?
I think the whole game we just didn't look at it. We had one chance with Taylor, but apart from that, we just looked like we're literally looking like we're just giving them the win. Like we didn't look like at any time we were going to score, apart from John Taylor. That was it.
Yeah, I'd definitely say that. I'm just speechless at how we can be this poor after so many chances in that first half.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think it's going to get to the point where Doncaster fans are going to they're all going to end up getting angry, and it's going to get to the point where we're probably not going to go to games, and we don't want that to happen. But I think give Wellens a January transfer. If he signs some players that are good, yeah, and we start getting some wins, yeah. But if we bring players in that are no good, like I think honestly, give him till January, and if he's not improved, he's got to go, or we're seriously going on League Two.
Yeah, we could be in serious risk there. Aidan, thank you very, very much for coming on. Much appreciated.
Cheers.
And it's as simple as that, really. We've got to make the right appointments in January, whether that's players or maybe even the manager. Is the manager going to go? Last time we played Horton Centre-back, we lost 6-0. That was the sort of thing I was thinking about with that. This was a poor game, but to be honest, a point versus Lincoln was good, kinda. When Isgrove went off, we had to bring a defender on to play in midfield. Couldn't name a full bench. You are in a relegation battle. Ed Williams and Bogle. I've just nearly sprayed TV with rum and coke. Sheesh, they're shocking. We lack quality that wants to play football, and a manager that knows what he's doing needs to start playing for the badge. They ain't bothered. Like Lauren from the Catherine Tate show, they ain't bothered. We love you, Rovers. We do. Making new videos soon. Great. Up the white, says BWFC. We've got someone in the back, Rovers 45. Please connect your device because I'd love to get you on and share your thoughts, but your device isn't connected at the moment. So we'll keep trying. We'll stay on the air. We'll stay on the air for all that. Are you doing watch longs for all away games or just the midweek ones? Just the midweek ones, just the ones you can watch on the iFollow. So yeah. But yeah, overall, I don't even know what to say anymore. I really, really don't. Like I said, I think the first half we had chance after chance, and then we just hit a point about half an hour in when I'm even getting bored now. Jesus Christ! There's a point where we just gave up. We just completely gave up, and just didn't show anything. Just didn't show a single bit of fight, of desire, of passion. The heads dropped, and it just got worse and worse and worse. We went 2-0 down. We went a man down, or the other way around. Either way, I don't know. I can't explain it. I really, really can't. I really, really can't. We're in an absolute mess. What players would Rovers fans that are ours would you keep? I mean, John Tails, Anderson, Rowe, Fage, and Bostock. And Ben Close as well. I'd put this is going to be an interesting one. I would personally keep Carl Noyle as well. I reckon he could still do stuff, but only with the right group of players around him. I wonder what John Ryan's thinking about at this moment, at this best room at the moment. I might have to message him actually, see what his thoughts are. Yeah, I might message John, see what his thoughts are on that. But yeah, we're getting closer and closer to the end of the stream. We're getting closer and closer to the end now. Again, it's what else can I say tonight? What else can I say? It's just I don't know. I really don't know. It's it just gets harder and harder. But the point still stands, The point still stands. Would a new manager change this? Not really. So what's actually the point? Honest critique. We were able to move the ball left to right to left without pressure. You lost due to lack of work rate in 11v10 against our style of play of moving the ball. It was inevitable. Absolutely. It was a good game, but we just need to improve the team and change tactics. And there we go. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss another YouTube video. We'll be back for the next midweek match watch along live. I need to actually double check when the next one's going to be, or realistic when the next one's going to be. So we've got Bolton on Saturday. We've got Crewe in the Papa John's Trophy. Mansfield in the FA Cup. We've got Oxford on Tuesday the 7th. I'm going to be at that game, so there's no watch along for that one. We've got Shrewsbury, then the next Saturday, away at Lincoln. Day after Boxing Day, Sunderland, early kickoff. I'll try and make it as early as I can to the stadium for that one. Away at Cambridge on Thursday. I'll see if there's an iFollow watch along for that one. Sunday the 2nd against Morecambe. Again, that I don't think that one's a watch long either. Yeah, we'll see when the next one is. It might end up being the Fleetwood replay if there is a watch long for that one. But there we go. But that is going to be it, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching this. My review will be coming out as soon as possible. And for now, guys, I'm Aaron Chandler from Forever Football, DRFC. Keep living the Rovers life, and that, my friends, is full time. Rovers side die. Thank you very much, and please have a good life, because we certainly need